Hey, good morning. Hey, check it out, man. We got an important topic today to talk about something that has just been a growing pattern I've noticed in the sport of boxing, particularly one side of a street. And this particular side of the street, they do the most talking about how they the best this, they the best that. But when it comes down to it, to prove that they are the best, they talk about the business ain't right. They ain't offer me enough. But yet, they talk so much about how they want the opportunity to be the best, how they've been ducked all of this time. You know, they be all in the videos, running their mouth about how bad they are, about how they the most scariest, most boogeyman in the division. And then, shit'll flip. It becomes where the so-called boogeyman is being chased now. What happens when a boogeyman starts being chased? You know what I noticed, man? Once the boogeyman realized he ain't the boogeyman no more, he need to get it paid a healthy fee to prove how great he is. That's what I've learned. These last 365 days, I've learned a lot. Chase the boogeyman, and he'll really show you what he's all about. But if you run from the boogeyman, oh man, he's gonna act like he's the biggest, baddest thing out here on the planet. A lot of cards being pulled, man. A lot of cards is being pulled. I'm your host, the Black Horseman. Shout out to the UGC. Everybody, man, that has been part of this movement. Shout out to True Media. That's everybody that keeps it 100, staying true to who they are, and doing their part in this media. So the topic today is not enough to unify. How much is enough to unify, y'all? We got to talk about that. How much is enough to unify? Not just fight a regular, average prospect, contender, or even a champion. We're talking about a unified champion. How much is enough to be able to fight in one of the biggest fights of your life? One of the greatest opportunities someone can get as a professional boxer is an opportunity to not fight for one strap, but multiple straps. So how much is enough? Because, man, it seems like when that golden opportunity arrives, they say it's not enough. The business ain't right. You're on the wrong side of the street. We gotta talk about this shit. I'm gonna send a link out to my brothers from the UGC clique because I'm an humble guy and I don't want my opinion to just, overpower everybody else's. So I want to hear what somebody else got to say. Maybe it's something that I don't understand. Somebody need to help me out though. But shout out to UGC once again. We back at it, man, on this early morning. Good morning to the West Coast, the East Coast, up north, down south, UK, everybody all around the world, man, that's tuning in to this UGC Live. You feel me? Y'all smash the like button as you come up in here and leave a comment. Shout out to John Lejeune, Chin Smoke. What's good, my brother? Boxing Monster, Charles D. What's good with y'all, man? So, one of my favorite heavyweight fighters, man, in boxing, inspired me to do this live stream this morning. He calls himself King Kong Luis Ortiz. You know, we got to keep it a stack all the time on UGC. I'm a fan of Luis Ortiz, his fighting style. I like his story. You know, he's fighting for his country. He's fighting for, his daughter. He's fighting on the PBC side. And he was one of those guys who I had no doubt in my mind if he got an opportunity to face any of the top guys, he was not going to hesitate. He was going to hesitate. That was the impression I had in my mind about Luis Ortiz. As a matter of fact, Luis Ortiz was talking big shit, just like a lot of those other PBC guys be talking about how he'll fight him for free. He'll talking about how AJ's a pussy, right? Excuse my German. You know, uh, he was saying all of this, right? Then the opportunity arrived, whereas AJ is now chasing you. Opportunities right there. A payday and an opportunity for unification or to become unified champion of the world. And none of the excuses that I've heard has given me the vibe that I'm gonna get this nigga a pass for it. What's up, Charles D?
Ain't shit. Eating.
Aiden? That's what's up, bro. Good morning to you, man. So
Top of the morning.
yeah, man, we got Charles D, you know what I'm saying, on the panel, the first one on. You know what I mean? So shout out to Charles, one of my UDC Click brothers. Shout out to Chin Smoke says Ortiz should have taken the fight. Nick Diaz says, Horseman, this your second channel? Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You should have been Nick Diaz. Get on board. He says Black Horseman Ortiz ducked AJ. 3 titles, highest payday of your 40-year-old ass. Shaking my head. Um, John Lejeune says apparently they lowballed him. Charles D, man. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this, man.
I'm tired of this bullshit.
We're hearing excuses that he was lowballed, that maybe wasn't enough time, all kind of stuff I've been hearing, man. You know, just I mean, whereas this is the thing about it, man, and I'm sure you can agree with this, man. If you really act like you just the toughest nigga out here, you can't really be running your mouth, and then when that nigga from around the corner pull up on your ass, now you want to
Back
make some
down.
excuses about some shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you feel about that shit, man? Like, uh, does he get a pass for ducking AJ after all shit he was talking, saying he was gonna fight him for free, saying that AJ would never fight him, AJ is a pussy, all of this, and then the opportunity arrives, and now it's a lowball offer. But you said you would fight him for free. What you feel about that?
Didn't he say he'll fight him for a $5 value meal or some stupid shit? This nigga got 3 straps on the top. It's 3 straps on the line. I don't know what they offered him, but it can't be that bad, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got 3 straps, you got an opportunity to snap it, and you got an opportunity to knock his head off because you claim you're gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
What's poppin'? No, I don't get it, man. I need to see what the offer was because it can't be. What are they doing as far as the offer? Aren't they giving them the same shit as Miller? They should be giving him more than Miller.
I don't know if they get him the same as Miller. I don't know if he would get that amount, but the most he's got was 500,000 to face Deontay Wilder.
Come on now.
So
For not even $1 million. I'm pretty sure. I mean, but shit, that's Eddie Hearn, man. I don't know what the fuck they offered him, but shit, man. Man, I
my
don't
guess
know,
is
man.
my guess is they at least offered the nigga a meal.
My thing is, look,
and
you need this.
a chance at 3 straps, bro.
You trying to save your event.
Hmm.
Ortiz is better than fucking Miller.
Yeah, I agree.
You definitely got to pay him something, man. Like, see, people be saying about these contracts, man. There's a reason people ain't fucking with these niggas. It's something that we ain't seeing, man.
What you think it is? Like some.
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, you gonna lowball Ortiz? Like, how low can the offer be that this nigga saying no?
Hmm.
Because
But is it?
I seen a tweet saying 10 million. Then I saw the shit in the Google Hangouts when we was talking yesterday,
Hmm.
and he said they lowballed him, and then they didn't even sign a contract. And I'm like, then how the fuck did they lowball you? I mean, they can lowball you, they can make you an offer and not sign a contract, but I mean, like, shit. I don't think they. I honestly, I don't think they want Ortiz last minute. Like
Why
Ortiz
wouldn't
should have
they?
came. Man, listen, I don't know, man.
I mean, if anything, that's the best time to give that nigga the offer on short notice.
I figure it's the best time to get him. Period. After the way he looked in his last fucking fight,
I was
like
absolutely. I agree with you.
this is your best time to strike. He ain't looked that fucking good. You
Hmm.
ducked him. You ducked him twice. Call his ass out right now. Short
Hmm.
notice, 5 weeks,
Hmm. But you know what, man? It's not like
and he was hella active. What would this be? His fourth fight this year?
damn, what it?
Yeah, man, nigga been active as shit. At least
Damn.
three.
Mm. So man, it's like this, man. I've been seeing shout out to y'all in the chat, man. They active real. Let me see. Let me read some comments. Shout out to Blue Winter. What's going on? Says I just want to assume that Ortiz is worried he might not be ready to pass VADA testing. Ooh. I heard a lot of people bring that up too.
But yeah, but isn't he in the WBC?
He is enrolled in the VADA Clean Boxing program. So
Yeah, so he shouldn't be worried about that shit.
right. He shouldn't be worried about that. That's a good point, Charles. Nick Diaz says, low ball. Back in the day, fighters fought monthly for pennies. Fuck out of here, Ortiz. Al Hammond behind this. Blue Winter says, all the excuses appear to be flimsy. John Lejeune says, but he also said he would fight for $5, so I don't get it.
Yeah, that nigga said he'll fight him for a value meal.
Yeah, man, you can't put your foot in your mouth like that and then say the
Yeah.
niggas lowballing me. If it's over $5 for him, you should be fighting.
And I bet you that shit caught his ass off guard too. Like, damn, Miller popped and now 3 straps is up for the shit.
You probably get that nigga some $10 and some buzz tokens. You better take that. You said you would fight for $5.
Man, some
Hey,
plane tickets, nigga. Get your family here from Cuba or some shit.
yeah, something. AOBZ says he said he would fight AJ anywhere for $10 last month. What changed? Like, why would you do? See, it's like when you talk shit like that, now we can put that heat on you. We can flame your ass because I could see if he was just being humble, not really saying much and calling out AJ, but you've been calling out AJ for all of this time,
And now
and
you got a shot
now
for
we
all the marbles.
the same fucking excuse we hear from a lot of these PBC motherfucking niggas is the business ain't right.
Man, listen, fuck the business. Give me a little bit of paper. You got 3 straps. And he's worried about, he's talking about he training for Deontay Wilder. Won't it make sense to whoop AJ's ass and get them 3 straps
Oh my
and then go
gosh,
fight and
man.
then go fight
For
Wilder for
undisputed,
undisputed?
I mean, that makes so much more sense. But it's like it just seems like that's why I call these niggas protected boxing champions or protected boxing contenders, pretending boxing contenders, because these niggas can't sacrifice one guy to go over there and fight Crawford or one guy to go fight AJ, possibly get them straps off of him, and then guess what? Y'all got all the straps on one side of the street, and y'all can just fight for that undisputed supremacy.
Man,
But
listen,
it's just like, man, I got this thing like I don't think these niggas want to unify, bro.
it's right there. It can't get no easier right now, man. Like everyone can unify this year if everyone was on the same page. This should be easy.
Wilder should be like, yo, Ortiz, go get them straps off AJ, and me, you gonna have one of the biggest fights in the heavyweight division for undisputed supremacy.
You damn right. I mean, if Wilder didn't have I mean, he could easily put Brazil to the side, but I mean, then you're gonna have to you're gonna have to do that whole negotiation shit on short notice. Like, I mean, they both been training, but
Mm-hmm. I mean, but that'll be like
they got to change
Ortiz.
ticket prices and all that shit. That's a big event.
Let's see,
So
when is the Wilder fight?
Wilder is May 18th.
That's not that far apart. That's like 2 weeks apart, right? So if Ortiz step in June 1st, Wilder fights May 18th. Oh, that's
They
actually.
should be able to
Excuse me. Oh, yeah, you said.
June. They're June
Yeah.
1st and Wilder's May 18th. They
So
should be
it's
able
like a
to
few weeks
set up
apart.
exactly. They should be able to set up unification by like September. That gives you enough time to promote this shit,
Yeah.
pick a venue, negotiate prices, and Ortiz can't be that damn difficult to work with. You fought Wilder for $500,000. You know you're gonna get broke off if you got the 3 straps. You got more leverage if you fucking beat AJ. You
Yeah,
got 3 of the
man.
goddamn belts.
Oh man, I'm so disappointed in Ortiz because I'm an Ortiz fan. Like I feel like Ortiz got a chance against anybody. Now I'll be honest, that nigga looked like shit in his last fight. He
Yeah, that's
do.
what I'm saying. Now's the best time to strike with his ass.
I said, hey, when that fight happened, I said, you know what? If I'm any other heavyweight, I'm trying to jump on that nigga right now because he
Exactly.
look old now. He look old.
Mm-hmm. AJ should
But
be pressing her. No, make Ortiz happen now. They keep saying I'm ducking him. This is the
yeah.
best time to get him. Strike at his ass while he weak,
And to
or
AJ's
or
credit,
at least look vulnerable.
but to AJ's credit, when he went on the Breakfast Club and he did the interview, he said that in this next fight, this is when Miller was still, an option. He said if he's successful versus Miller, his next go-to option is Wilder, and if he can't get Wilder, he's definitely going to go after Ortiz because he said he considers Ortiz elite. So he
He
basically
should.
was keeping his word. Like shit. Well, this fight wasn't available. We know Wilder wasn't available because he's fighting Brazil. So the next option was Ortiz, and I'm like, this is a chess move for the PBC. Like, bro, send Ortiz over there to get them
And get them
straps.
straps.
I don't understand these niggas, bro. I don't
Man, listen,
understand this shit. Like these niggas ain't
you
trying
ain't
to
the only
unify
one.
at all.
You ain't the only one. I don't get this shit, man.
Let me see what they talking about. Hey, y'all hit the thumbs up, man. 15 watching. Let's raise awareness about this shit, man. You know, we might have some, Ortiz PBC defenders, man. We want to hear what they got to say too. You know what I mean? They better come real though.
The crazy shit is, man, if you lost Miller and you got Ortiz, right? Ortiz was talking, Miller was talking about, what is he getting, 6-7 million and a little bit off the end or some shit?
Yeah,
You want to fucking get his attention, man, just scratch Miller's name out, leave the contract as is, and I bet you this nigga will take it. If he doesn't take it at that point, then something's fucking up. This nigga, he's scared.
Mm. So you think that maybe too, like if AJ really, really wanted this fight, he needed to just fucking give Ortiz the same amount that Miller was getting.
Yeah, just don't change anything in the contract. Fuck that. Just all you doing is swapping out names. Fuck it. Here, take this 6 to 7 or whatever the fuck $8 million, this little bit off the back end, and we got to fight.
So but do you believe that though? Do you believe it was just something? Do you think it's really about the money, or do you think it's just about, he's just being protected? Because see, the thing about it is, this whole shit came up about this promise that he's going to get this rematch with Wilder. So it seems like that was the first excuse I heard. Like he's turning the fight down because he already has a guaranteed rematch in play to face Wilder,
Okay,
for a healthy payday or whatever. And it's just like, well, what the fuck? Like, nigga, you
okay,
gonna turn
well,
down
if
that?
that's okay, but that's guaranteed. So why are you even worried about that? Wilder's got a fight right now, which means you ain't fighting him anytime soon, and you ain't active.
And you ain't got no opponent right now, right?
Exactly. And look at look what's on the line, dog. You got
Man,
3 straps and some bread just to do. This is for you to do in your spare time. This is for you. Why
right.
not use this as you trying to get ready for Wilder? Fuck that. Knock
Mm,
this nigga's head off and try to get them belts.
mm,
I mean, granted, just gonna. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to have a rematch because if AJ lose, he gonna want that and run that right back. But
right.
shit, fuck that. That Wilder fight is there. You're guaranteed that. Then Wilder hasn't given anybody any doubt that he doesn't keep his word. Like he gave you that shot after you failed the drug test. What makes you think he ain't gonna give you a shot with 3 straps attached to you?
Mm, right. He's gonna. I mean, once
He's
you get
willing to
those
fight
three
you and you ain't
straps,
got no title.
right, exactly, right. And he already beat you once, so he gonna be like, nigga, let me get these other belts off of him. I ain't got to deal with
Exactly.
it. Let me just beat this nigga again.
Let me knock this nigga's head off and take these belts.
He already know like he can hurt him with his right hand. So I mean, this
Mm-hmm.
is ridiculous, man. These PBC niggas. Let me catch up on these comments. Boxing Monster says Al Heyman is one common denominator in all this bullshit. Funny how nobody was crying about being underpaid until Al Hammond became the most influential voice in boxing. AOBZ says why he ain't called their bluff and knocked AJ out then. Blue Winter says if Ortiz team is certain it is a low ball offer, they should just put the figure out to the public. I want to know what it is, man. I really
Yeah,
do
and they
want to
said,
know.
and that tweet that they put out talk about we was told to be quiet. Fuck that. If I feel like I'm getting ripped off, I'm letting it be known. Fuck that. I'm showing the contract, nigga, or I'm showing the offer, the email. Like, look at what the fuck these niggas had their nerve to offer me.
Right. To get the
Like, this
heat
is
off
that
you.
bullshit. Exactly. You see this bullshit? You see what I got to deal with?
Right. I can see if the nigga,
I
offering
couldn't
this
have been a
nigga some,
boxer. Niggas that hate me.
right. If a nigga offered him some $4 and some Jolly Ranchers or some shit, then it'd be like, okay, yeah, they tripping.
Yeah,
But
like fuck this.
the Gully says Heyman must have promised him a fight with Wilder or something. Heyman would do anything to stop the zone doing well. I kind of believe that, man. Like,
Yeah, but that fight is there and it's not now. That fight is like down the
right,
road.
nigga, 4 weeks away, fam.
Yo, Heyman couldn't tell me, yo, put the 3 straps to the side away from Wilder. Nigga, fuck you. I don't even know if you exist. I'm talking to a nigga on the phone.
Right,
Like,
right.
fuck you. I'm out. I need these straps.
Yeah, and people keep talking about how Al Heyman is this great advisor. So he's advising this nigga to turn down an opportunity to be a unified heavyweight champion of the world and get a payday right now and possibly potentially face Wilder in the biggest fight in heavyweight for this era for undisputed.
You got
Like,
a shot
what
at
kind of
3
advisor is that?
straps. I don't care if I win or lose. The fact that you finally got the opportunity to fight a nigga that you hate.
That you said that was a pussy and was scared of you.
Mhm. You get to put your hands on this nigga for 12 rounds and shit. And
Mm.
you all of a sudden, nah, I'm cool. Me and Wilder gonna fight in fucking December. Motherfucker, it's May, April. Niggas, the fuck? You got time.
Yeah. No Name Rose says, good morning, Black Charles D. The panel salute to the chat room. Good morning, No Name Rose. Early on her end, it's like 6 o'clock. Yeah, man. We get to what's up, Jalik?
Black, what's good?
Oh man, talking this boxing.
What's up? Who you got on the panel with you? Charles D, aka Charles the Barge.
Yo, we ain't gonna talk now that
What's
I know
up,
you wear
man?
cowboy boots.
How you the boogeyman with somebody chasing you? How the fuck,
Man,
yo,
listen, I don't
yo,
understand these
Crawford didn't
motherfuckers.
change. Crawford didn't change the whole marketing plan up of them niggas on the PBC. They like you know what I'm saying? He like a threat to him. But I mean, I think the fight is eventually gonna happen because the fans is gonna demand it. Kind of how like
Which
Crawford
which fight you talking about?
Bud versus Earl. It's gonna have to happen
We
because
talking about
you talking
Ortiz
about.
ducking right now.
Oh, you talking about Ortiz? Okay, my fault. Oh yeah, Ortiz. I gotta see that. If looking at it from the outside, either Eddie Hearn was a low ball offer, two, homeboy is cycling off or some shit, and he can't make the fight, and
Even
he
though he's in
declined it.
Vada, even though
He's
he's in
in
Vada.
Vada though.
But that
He's
doesn't.
ranked in the
That's what I'm.
WBC. He gets
That's what I'm saying. I hope he's not doing it because he got caught twice before.
yeah, but that was
Everybody, we already
blood,
seen.
blood, them cholesterol pills and shit.
Yeah, but then he got caught before that when he bought Latif Coyote. That was his second time getting caught. That wasn't his first time. So I'm hoping that's not the thing
Um,
because or
hold on, real
Ortiz is
quick.
gonna.
Blue Winter says something about that. He says the WBC VADA testing is different than the testing imposed by Team AJ. This VADA testing requires multiple random testing per week until fight night. It is not the same for the clean boxing program.
The clean
Wow,
boxing
I've
program.
heard that a couple times that AJ style
AJ's
with
in
this
that.
VADA is on your ass like a couple times a week testing you.
When you pay for the
Nah,
VADA, that's different. The clean.
his is Vada though. He's got that weird shit from when he was in the Olympics where they test his ass.
Okay, but they still let. That's the same thing Billy Joe
Shit,
done.
I forgot the
That's the
fucking
same
name of that
shit Billy
shit.
Joe done, but he still can take certain shit up until the days of the fight. So that's a whole new different ball game right there. But
Nah,
I'm
AJ shit
hoping
is more strenuous.
it's the
Yeah,
same as
yeah.
Billy Joe because he in
No,
the
no, no, no,
UK.
no, no.
No, I mean
They
like
using. He said
AJ,
VADA. They're using VADA for this fight for
yeah, but
sure.
he also has another program that AJ has
It's the
another
UK.
program that he's been doing since the
It's the UK
Olympics.
anti-doping. UK
I
anti-doping, which
forgot the
Billy
name
Joe
of it.
was doing.
It's something affair. It's some weird ass name. Look it up. I
Uh,
can't do it because
Fair boxing program.
nah,
Not
it's
that.
something else. It's
Oh,
somebody's
okay.
name, something affair. And he was like, "Yo, I gotta tell them exactly where I'm at." He has to
That's the
report.
UK, man.
He has to
It's the
report
UK.
everything.
It's the
Y'all
UK
let us
shit.
know in the chat, y'all, if y'all know.
But
What
yo,
what what
speaking of,
is what testing program is AJ using?
he used a UK anti-doping, and then
And
he
he uses
also done Nevada. So that's
Vada
two
and
right
that
there.
and whatever that other shit is that he did. I can't remember the name of the shit.
It's the same shit Billy Joe done, but it's certain things on there. But I'm hoping I'm giving Ortiz the benefit of the doubt that he's clean. So the second thing, maybe the low ball, maybe they offered the nigga like $1 million and they overpriced it and stuff. You know how in negotiation, he might think he's worth more. That's two.
That's not a
Or
low ball offer. If he
how
only got 500,000 to face Wilder,
but
Listen,
maybe but
this
maybe we
motherfucker
don't know
is
behind the
bugging.
scenes, maybe Heyman offered him, say, look, don't take this fight, but your next fight we can do this, because he is playing chess though. I can see it from different perspectives, because maybe Heyman don't want that June 1st card to shine, so that way it devalues AJ's stock, so that way when he does fight Wilder, it'd be on even terms as far as the money.
so
I mean,
basically you saying it's
So
Heyman
they
playing
Heyman's trying to
games.
sabotage fucking Ortiz.
Exactly.
That's
that's one
stupid. See,
perspective.
that's why I'd be
That's
like,
one
fuck
perspective
you.
that
I'm
I'm
That's not a
fighting.
seeing.
good
Yeah,
look.
that's one perspective that I'm seeing. I don't know. I wish I was behind
So
the scenes
so
people.
uh,
I really don't know.
so the question posed to everybody in the chat and Charles and Jalik on the panel, like how
Man,
much is okay? Well, how much is enough to unify, man?
man, listen,
For three
fuck,
belts, I think the nigga should take like 1 million. But
man.
maybe he
He's
got
got a little
offered
more
2 million,
leverage
or
though.
maybe he making more money than the 500,000, like you say. They say certain shit get reported. We don't know. That's the mystery behind Al Heyman. But it doesn't
Well,
seem right
mystery
where a
shit.
person do you think
Man,
a person would literally, do you think as his advisor would offer him less money? That's something I wish we had the answer to this. It's like a mystery, because with him not doing interviews, it's hard to say, because that seemed
man,
weird that you would not take the three belts for less, for a certain amount of money, but then you still might not even get water in the future, or I don't know about that. And that's a tough one right there,
All
man.
I know is
It
when a
seemed
boogie,
weird.
all I know is when a boogeyman start getting chased, now the business ain't right.
man, fuck
You're
that.
right.
If I'm Ortiz, I'm playing spoiler. Fuck Wilder and fuck AJ.
I know that
I'm
no, that's what
showing
I'm
up to the
saying.
AJ fight. I'm gonna try to whoop his ass, and guess what? Wilder's gonna
You
have to
probably
fight me
Ortiz,
regardless,
yo.
even though the fucking
Right.
rematch is guaranteed. Guess who's gonna be? I'm gonna make sure I got them three straps to make sure, just in case, I'm
Mm.
Yeah.
guaranteed that
Them
slot.
three straps give you crazy leverage, bro. So for
Undisputed,
Ortiz not to
bro.
take this
Shit.
fight, yo, and if he win, he gonna have to fight the rematch, and then they might have options on. You never know. They could have asked. They could have done that Don King shit where they asked for 5 options, and they don't want that. Who knows, man? Because that's what Don King used to do. He might
And
have
Don
to
King
fight the
made shit happen.
rematch, and then get three other options. But the three other options might not include water. You know what I'm saying? But man, I wish I'd have done. I wish I could be behind the scenes on that. That seemed weird though. Why would you advise your guy not to get three belts? That doesn't even seem right, because
Well, you
Charles
just said
Martin.
to sabotage the value of
Yeah, that's kind of weird though, because that only hurts. That only hurts the fight. You know what I mean? Why would you sabotage somebody else? That's like being a I get it. It's chess moves, but it's a limit to your chess moves. Like, why
just
would
being
you
a dickhead,
sabotage?
man. It's some
Yeah,
whole
that's
ass
kind of
shit,
weird,
bro.
man.
Hey,
Listen, I'm playing sabotage if I'm Ortiz. Fuck that. Y'all not gonna keep sidestepping me and shit. I'm blowing up everybody's spot. I'm
Yeah,
showing
I'm going.
emails. I'm
right.
taking a
Exactly.
fight. I'm disrespecting everybody. Fuck you, Heyman. I'm on my own on this one. I got my pen right in my. I'll pull the pen right out the boxing glove, nigga. Where do I sign? Three straps
Man, just
and a number six from Wendy's. Let's get it.
and you know what, man? All it's doing is just making AJ look better, right?
Is that? Yep. Because remember, for a minute, his image was there. The thing
Wasn't
with
it
that
like?
was,
Remember they were saying
mhm,
that AJ was doing all this
yep,
ducking and
yep.
Wilder was looking
He was
like the
doing all the
most
ducking. Yep,
fearful, the baddest, most. He said, "I'm the
exactly.
most
So now,
feared man on the
yep.
planet." Now he like, it's not
There
enough
it
Now
is.
time.
That's what it's called. Adam's whereabouts.
Adams.
That's
Adams,
Adam's whereabouts. That's the shit that AJ
put the
used.
link in there. I thought that was the UK. I thought that was the UK shit.
Hey,
UK anti-doping.
shout out to Red Glove Militant for coming back, man. Y'all welcome him to the UGC. Yeah,
Red
man, he
Glove
got that
Militant.
wrench
What
now.
up?
Shout out to Red Glove. He says either Ortiz is tripping or something going on behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Man, I don't know what it is.
something don't seem right. I do get it too, because the one thing about the zone, it did bring like a, it's good for the overall sport, but it kind of did bring a threat in a sense to PBC as far as their brand, as far as Showtime and Fox though. But at the same time, Heyman as the advisor, he still wins unless he has a contractual obligation to the investors that invested in the PBC behind the scenes. But if he the advisor, he get paid no matter what network he fights on because he's not the promoter. So that's the certain things I don't understand on that one. What you think on that, Black, as an
I'm,
advisor?
say repeat that one more time because I was like reading the
So
comment.
what do you think as far as him being an advisor? Do you think he has like a contractual financial obligation to Showtime and Fox
Damn, she got a
and
fight.
investors that invested in PBC? Because if Homeboy fight on the zone, because we already see that Homeboy fights on the zone and he's still with Al Heyman, Danny Jacobs. So that's where certain things get confusing. Danny Jacobs is with Al Heyman, but he's with Eddie Hearn as well. So
So that
I
he
Because
don't
just
get
Heyman's
pretty
that.
his
much answered
advisor,
your
but
question,
shit.
That's
right?
why that's why I don't that's why I'm starting to think that certain things
That's
that
why
Al
I
Heyman
think
is.
he protects certain ones that probably bring him the most money, like or the ones that's probably more like say for instance, if Wilder is trying to like hold on to like no, I don't send Ortiz over there because I actually want to fight Ortiz. Like what I think it is, Wilder is not gonna fight AJ no time soon. So he
I
already
think
got
mhm.
opponents lined up. Ortiz is one of them. If Ortiz go over there and fight AJ and lose, what the fuck is gonna look like if Wilder fight the nigga again in the rematch? You know what I mean? So I think he has certain opponents lined up that he's already gonna face to where once the negotiations try to come with AJ, they gonna duck AJ, bro. They gonna continue to duck
I,
AJ.
I
That's
got
what
that.
I feel.
I think they
And
gonna
yeah,
fight in the. I've been saying this in a minute. They gonna fight in the fall on pay-per-view. It's
Nah,
not
they
gonna be
not.
on the zone
They
watch.
not.
I've
They
been
not.
on that.
You can bet what you want, bro. It ain't gonna happen.
I
Wilder
know.
ain't Wilder ain't even interested in that fight right now, bro. He ain't interested in that fight. If anything, gonna be like late 2020, if that.
that's
If
Samuel.
that.
Samuel, that's the same shit that I just said, man. Offer him the same thing as Miller, man. Just all you doing is swapping names on the fucking contract, man. Give him the same offer. He's saving your event, one, and two, he's the bigger name.
hmm I hear you. I mean, I wish AJ would do that, but still, you know, even if he does offer him less than what he's gonna offer Miller, and the nigga turns the fight down, it's a duck, bro. It's still a duck to me because bragging about how you were fighting for hardly nothing. So if he gonna at least give you a mil, 1.5, something like that, bro, you better take that fight and opportunity at them straps. You know, shit. That shit. That's still a duck. I don't want to hear nothing about this low ball offer shit. You know, he wasn't talking about that when they was interviewing him. He wasn't saying shit like, "Well, I need to get this amount to fight AJ." You know, he was calling him a pussy, saying he fighting for free, fighting for $5 and all this extra shit. So don't talk all that big shit, nigga. And then when the fight is getting ready, it's offered to you. Now it ain't enough.
That
Nah,
shit is giving.
I ain't giving him no pass, bro. I ain't giving him no pass.
I don't
Hey,
want to give
hey,
a
hey,
nigga a
Black.
pass
Hey,
either, man.
Black.
I'm all
Let me
for
ask
that.
you this:
Go after them
Are
three
you
straps, man.
are you just talking about you just talking because it's Saito is not enough to unify? Are you just talking about Luis Ortiz? Or are you talking about other
Just in
unifiers?
general.
Okay, so let's talk about this then. So why isn't Bob Arum unifying the 175 and he got all the fighters? Because you that's why when you see it from different perspectives, you start to understand the business. Okay, if he's not doing it, then why isn't he doing? He got three of the fighters on ESPN and none of them is fighting each other. Kovalev
Hell
ain't
no.
fighting Gosvick. They not fighting Berturbiev. Nobody's calling for them to fight. So what's the it has to be the same energy all the way across. Like why aren't they fighting?
Got you. So do they have the energy, or are you just talking about?
Yeah, why aren't they fight? Why aren't
Are
they
they?
fighting? Why isn't Bob Byram saying, "Look, we got the 175 guys. Why can't they fight in their next fight?" They not.
I'm focused on the ones that actually want to unify. The guys that's talking about they want to unify, they want to be the best, or they want to be strap season, they want to be undisputed. Guys that's talking like that, them the ones I'm paying attention to because I know that they on a different level, or at least I thought. But when they switch up, then I got to give them that flame. I
Yeah,
hear what you're
that shit
saying.
is
Like you
crazy
trying
to
to.
me.
I
I
mean,
don't understand
you
why
talking about top rank. I'm like,
it's
are these guys talking about unifying? Are they trying to unify and they're not getting that opportunity from Bob Arum, or are they, you know what I'm saying, just not even interested in
They
it?
just not
can
promoted
unify, but them
because
niggas are not interested in fighting each other.
exactly that's what I'm saying. They
That's
all
a
like
them problem.
from Russia. They from Russia, and also from a marketing standpoint, as a company, it's better
And
to have.
is it a demand? Is it a high demand for
Damn right, it's a demand as a fan. The fans want to see unification across the board. I know I do. I don't want to see niggas with like four champions. Imagine NBA, you got three champions: Golden State, Houston. Get the fuck out of here, man. I want to see one champion for every division if it's possible.
Facts.
So, from
Facts.
a marketing standpoint, Black, behind the scenes, they rather have three different guys with three different belts. That gives them more leverage than have one guy. A lot of people say they want undisputed, but they really don't because it devalues their company. If you got one guy, it's better to have three champions like Top Rank is doing it, so that way they can market the fight. Once you got one champion, all the other fights that you put on, you can't market it as a world championship
You
fight.
saying
It's all
like
about
Top Rank is
marketing.
doing? I mean, it's a lot of guys that just got champions.
But
Like we look at PBC, they got three of them in the welterweight division,
exactly,
and they're
and
not
I'm
unifying.
exactly, and it helps them with marketing. That's why they don't really be caring to do it. It's, you know what I mean? Because if you have one champion, then how you gonna promote the other fights? It's not a world championship fight.
It
People
don't
love
matter.
them
Three of them
belts,
on the
man.
same damn side of the block.
Exactly. So that's the bullshit we got to deal with. It's sad, man. You know what I mean? How you gonna have three, four champions? Everybody know the nigga at 147. Nobody can fuck with him as Bud.
Oh,
How you
here
the
we go.
boogeyman niggas chasing you? How you the boogeyman when I'm chasing you, huh?
Man, listen. They, they gonna fight eventually. They gonna have to fight because this shit's
Yeah,
getting
they got
ridiculous.
to. It's just getting too out of hand, man. But
There ain't no more tap dancing around. Niggas is name calling now, so now
black.
you gotta
So
respond.
black. So you think Heyman advised them incorrectly?
I didn't say that. I just said
No,
that
I'm
if
just trying
he's
to
their
understand it too.
advisor, what is he advising them? If they're making
I
these
know that's what I'm.
decisions and he's the advisor, then you know we have to assume or chop it up that he's advising these guys not to make that decision. And I'm like, as an advisor, why would you not advise one of your fighters to
That
go after
doesn't make. Yeah, that's
three
weird to
straps,
me. That's
you
so.
know,
That's
and opportunity to get those straps off of AJ so that you got all of those straps on one side and you control that. You know, you in full control, Al Heyman.
Listen,
exactly.
I'm
Exactly. That
fighting for
doesn't
them
make
three
sense for him
straps,
not to do
whether
it.
he
Yeah, that's
likes
what I'm
it
trying to
or
say.
not. Just negotiate the best deal for me
Something
because
ain't right,
I'm
man.
taking the fight.
Right.
Something ain't right with the RT shit. How you not do it? You got 7 weeks to
I
prepare.
mean, it will
You
make him
just
look
fought.
even better. Like, say if it was just even a meal, or something like, look, man, I'm taking
Yeah,
this meal. He only offered me the meal, but I'm gonna take this meal. I'm gonna beat his
exactly.
ass, and then
Exactly.
and it's gonna make Ortiz look even better. Like, damn, AJ lowballed this nigga, trying to only give him this much when he's gonna give him none of
Exactly,
this.
man.
But Ortiz, we seeing that Ortiz is not just all about the money. He's all about legacy. He's all about becoming unified champion. He wants to fight the best. And to say you the best, you gotta fight the best and beat them.
Exactly.
AJ is
Exactly,
the
man.
unified champion, you
Something
know?
don't seem right, man. Something just doesn't seem right because
Take that pay
I'm
cut, whoop his ass, and get it back in a rematch.
Exactly.
yeah, there's a lot of shit. I'm sure Heyman he's real influential, but
I
at the
just think
same
when niggas
time,
start talking like that, they
mhm,
worried about losing. They not they if they was really if
but
he
for
was
six,
seriously confident in that he was gonna win that fight, he wouldn't be worried
yeah,
about like, oh, a low ball offer. Or I understand you
facts.
need to get your money, but I understand I don't think he getting no less than the motherfucking 1.5 mil. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah,
come on. When
I
niggas
got
trying to
AJ
act like
winning
you
the fight.
deserve fucking
Yeah,
if you
but then
trying to talk
also
about
look
some
at it from
four or
that
5 million
standpoint,
shit,
though,
bro.
man.
Say again?
Yeah, that's
I said
weird.
you got to look at it from a different standpoint too, man. You gonna give bum ass Miller 6,
Hmm.
and I'm the better fighter. I mean, you can negotiate that shit, but come on, man. How much do you really want, man?
Yeah, something just ain't right.
Something
You know
don't
what I'm
something
saying?
don't add up, man.
Something don't add up. Yeah,
So
I'm not
once
no
again,
dumb
it's
nigga.
not enough to unify then, right? That's what y'all saying. Like, how
You
much is
can't get
enough?
No,
it.
that's
You can't give them. You
is it
can't.
the money? I don't get it. I
It's
don't. It's something. It's other shit that's going on that we just don't know
I didn't
about.
see
Because it
so
don't
many
seem
fighters, man. On the come up. Just make certain sacrifices. They didn't get the biggest payday, but they had an opportunity, and they seen the
exactly,
prize, man, and they took what was offered to them because they were confident that they was going to win. And when they won, then they fucking rose
exactly.
up to the top, and they took over everything. And it was
Floyd
nobody could
versus De La
demand.
Hoya.
I mean, people don't want to take the Pretty Boy Floyd
Yeah,
approach,
that's
but
he
everybody want to
fought
be
De La
Money
Hoya.
Mayweather without being Pretty Boy Floyd.
Exactly, man. What the fuck? Like you see, he took a big pay cut to fight De La Hoya the first time, and then after he won, he was a
that was
clear A
it.
side the rest of his career after that. But you got to take sacrifices. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, I'm not
Yeah, but it
behind the
wasn't
scenes, but
just
certain
it
shit
wasn't
ain't
just
adding
De La
up,
Hoya.
man.
De La Hoya is the fight that took him off, man. Floyd was putting in work,
Yeah,
man.
He put in
he was a
mad
Hall of
work, bro.
Fame before he even fought. He was a Hall of Famer before he even fought De La Hoya. He been in the Hall of Fame way before he fought De La Hoya.
Right.
So But yeah,
Um,
it's that shit confusing, man.
Boxing Monster says another day, another duck from a PBC and Al Heyman fighter. Yeah, man, and it's just crazy. It's like it's just so much of that shit coming from one side, and then it's like we hear shit like, I know niggas get pissed off at Bob Arum, but he say shit like, he don't want to make fights with other promoters, and then here we go, like a few days later, this shit. It's just like what the fuck. And so we gonna blame it on Ortiz or we gonna blame it on Al Heyman? Either way, it's all this shit keep
Yeah,
happening. All this
that's
ducking
weird.
shit keep happening on the PBC side.
I don't
When it
listen to
comes
Aram,
to
old ass Aram over here going nuts. This nigga talk
Yeah,
about
Aaron be lying though.
yeah, Aram on his old reverse racism shit too.
right, that shit is crossing the line. But like I say, when it comes to, and I think that shit is because he's frustrated. That nigga frustrated. I've heard people say that it's because he not getting his way. But
The nigga already sabotaged one big fight. He the reason why fucking we ain't get that rematch with fucking Fury.
Exactly. So
because he
he on
signed
some
with
hypocrite
ESPN,
shit. He on the
Yeah,
hypocrite
Aram knew what
shit.
he was
Yeah, he
doing.
fake, man.
That nigga did
He
that shit to
sweet right
stick
there.
it to Al. He did that shit to stick it to Heyman. Like, yep.
Exactly. They all
You
do the
wanna
same
fuck with me?
thing.
Come here.
So
Let me
Al
let
is
me
like,
sign you for
okay, you do that to
$100
me.
million.
Yeah, that's them niggas is, man.
These
They
niggas being
different,
petty.
man.
They
Real
being
petty,
petty
and
is what they doing
yep.
right now.
And it affects the boxing as a whole. They only see their own company. If they seen boxing as a whole, then they would work
Man, if
together.
this
They
was
just see
the
it
if
as
this was
their
the
own.
fucking 90s, niggas would be jumping at the bits for them 3 straps. Oh, them shits is up for grabs right now?
so who do we blame ultimately? Do we? Because you just
I
brought up
blame
the fact
Ortiz.
that hold on, we just blame the fact that Bob Aaron's responsible for Fury signing that deal and for that sabotage. But who ultimately made the decision?
They influenced them. I would blame
I'm
Bob Arum
asking you,
on that
who
one.
made the decision?
I would say Bob Arum and Tyson Fury made the decision.
Bob Arum and Tyson Fury, or Tyson Fury actually made the decision like, no, I'm gonna take this
And that
money and I'm not gonna fight Wilder next.
and that deal happened while they was negotiating the rematch. Niggas stalled on that negotiation and then signed with fucking ESPN.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
weird, man.
so I mean, but at the end of the day, should we put the blame on the promoters or the fighters?
The fighters.
Okay, then that's what I'm saying. So I understand what you're saying, and I know that promoters got their little beefs and shit. But at the end of the day,
They
Fury
work
did
for the
make that
fighters.
decision. Fury did make that decision
The
to
promoters work
duck.
for the fighters, man. Get your ass in that ring and
So
fight.
I mean, I think there's a lot of fighters that they allow these promoters to have too much power over their career. And even though that situation happened, it opened up a door for AJ and Wilder to face each other, and then Wilder didn't even want it. So I mean, at the end of the day, we're talking about a fight to where if Wilder had just took care of business, that wouldn't even be a fucking issue at all. Wilder fucking damn near lost that fucking fight. To just be real about the shit. So I know he upset that he didn't get the rematch with Fury because he wanted some get back because he know in his mind he really didn't win that shit. So that nigga mad about that. But when the opportunity came for Undisputed, he ducked it. He ducked. So hey, at the end of the day, these fighters, some of them be trying to hide. See, he wasn't trying to hide behind no damn promoters and managers and shit when he was getting ready to fight Ortiz. That didn't happen. He was just like, people was telling him, you shouldn't do it. It's risky, everything like that, you know. But now with the situation with AJ, he don't want no smoke. He don't want no smoke. More money offered at him. So I'm just saying. So who do we put this shit on? The promoters or the actual fighters?
The promoters
Because
are the promoters are extra nowadays, man. Fuck that shit. The fighters need to understand that they work for you. Fuck that.
so y'all feel it's kind of equal like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Because these fighters act like they ain't got power, man. These promoters work for you. You pay them, man. Fuck that.
Exactly. They promote for you. Without you, nobody can fight. Al Heyman don't
Like
fight.
right,
I just don't
exactly. Right now,
understand.
you got the straps on the line. Fuck that. I'm taking them. You do what you do. You get me the best deal, but I'm taking the fight, whether you like it or not.
Right. I
3 straps
mean,
is on the line. You just make sure the money is right. The belts are there.
and to me, it just makes it different, man. When somebody ducks that kind of an opportunity, man. I'm not just talking about not just one strap. We talking about multiple straps, bro. And an opportunity to get a top dog on your resume. Take his
And
own.
you guaranteed Wilder, which is the last piece of the puzzle, if you can get them 3 fucking straps.
Yeah, man. And I fucks with Ortiz. Niggas know. I've been, you know what I'm saying, repping for Ortiz, but nigga, that's shit. I can't give him no pass for that, bro. You know. Sometimes I be wishing like, man, look, I don't know if these niggas think that nigga, they be talking about they side of the street and all that shit, but these niggas is ducking legacy fights, man. Legacy defining fights, you know. And so it's like, how much is gonna be enough for them guys to actually get out of this? I don't know what the fuck to call that shit over there, man. That fucking sunken place or some shit. Cause these niggas will not fucking jump up and face top competition when an opportunity is right there, you know. And then these niggas get quiet, so they do all that fucking talking, and then when that other side step up, then these niggas want to talk about the business ain't right. I should be like, damn, y'all niggas front runners. Y'all niggas just out here running y'all mouth, and then when the real smoke come around the corner, it's like we got to get all into this business politics stuff. Oh, the money ain't enough, you know, all of this stuff. So it's just like, hey, whatever.
Man, in this case, fuck that. You got 3 straps. That's
So
the
so
goal.
so Black, I got a question. So you really think Wilder
And make
ducked
a little bit of
AJ?
bread in the process of doing that shit.
You really think he ducked AJ because he didn't accept the deal?
Yeah, they both ducked. AJ ducked the first time, Wilder ducked the second time.
And you think AJ want that
Niggas
fight
want to give
now?
Wilder a pass, right? Niggas want to
Nah,
give
fuck
Wilder a
that.
pass now.
Blame both their asses. They
Both of
both
them
playing
niggas is
games.
guilty. But the most recent nigga that ducked was Wilder, ain't it? Wilder. He want to get on some diva shit playing games. So I know a lot of y'all niggas got y'all biased to that. He ain't getting no pass from me, nigga. I want
Yeah, I
our
remember
American champion to step the fuck up and get them straps off AJ. That's what I
before I
want him
got
to
locked.
do.
So
Before I
Black,
got locked up, I
you
thought
don't
Wilder
think
had that fight in the bag, man. And then they stalled on that shit. Nigga fought Povetkin, and I was in jail ready to break the TV. Like, what the fuck? He fighting
so
Povetkin.
Black,
What the fuck just happened?
you don't think that fight makes more money on pay-per-view than it does signing with the zone as a whole? You don't think he'd make more money that way on pay-per-view? Wilder AJ?
Uh, Probably, bro. Probably. I mean, hey, if you want, if it's about the money, or if it's about legacy, you know, I mean, if 120 million is not enough for you to go after a legacy, we're talking about legacy, more money than you'd ever seen, you know what I mean, and really just stamping yourself as one face, one name, like you say. But I guess it has stipulations. It has to be on my terms, has to be on pay-per-view, has to be on Showtime, it has to be on this side of the street. So it's like, whereas before he wasn't talking that shit. He was talking about I'll go anywhere. I'll go to the UK, you know, I'll fight for this amount of money. Now when that real smoke come around the corner and them niggas is ready for that shit. See, when they chasing niggas, they with everything. I'll fight for $5. But when them niggas start chasing them, the business ain't right. Nah, we gotta do it this way. We gotta do it that way. I'm just being consistent. Cause these niggas changing up. They changing up. When they chasing the guys, they talking like it's whatever. We can do it for free. Nigga, we can go around the corner right now and get it on, homie. We can squabble right now.
And then the
Then when a
opportunity
nigga
presents
pull up,
itself.
skirt, then nigga like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Call out. You on the wrong side of the street. You know what I mean? Nah, I gotta be on pay-per-view and make more money over here. Then they start talking differently. Am I right or wrong? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. They don't talk all that extra shit about, well, my loyalty is over here. Or no, I gotta be on this side. You know, it gotta be on my terms. Oh, it ain't enough money. You know, it's a low ball offer. Like, we talking about 50 million and then 100 million. So I mean, hey, y'all got y'all's opinions. Me as a boxing fan, I just want to see the fight. And the way that these guys don't keep the same energy all the way through. They change up. They change up. You know what I mean? When they chasing guys, they got a certain kind of energy. When they start getting chased, they switch up. That's off when I'm noticing. So maybe somebody disagrees. That's cool. That's cool. But at the end of the day, I don't have no agendas, nigga. I'm not biased to none of these niggas. All that fanboy groupie love shit, I'll let y'all niggas do that. Okay? Because I'm staying consistent. I want to see unifications. I want to see top dogs fight each other. I would have loved to see Ortiz and Joshua. I've been wanting to see that. Been wanting to see that. Fucking year ago, I'm like, man, Ortiz will beat the brakes off Joshua. You know? And I'm still behind Ortiz if he take the fucking fight. But now we get this opportunity when he said that he's been chasing the nigga and how Joshua would never fight him, right? Now Joshua like, nigga, I'll fight you. And you like, oh, it's not a good enough. It's not a good enough offer. Okay,
So
then.
so Black, let me ask you this. So I'm thinking if Ortiz gets the fight, then it changes the whole perception of things because Andy Ruiz is with Al Heyman. So if he gets the fight, I'm thinking, okay,
And Andy Ruiz said he up for it, and he just
yeah,
fought.
he said it,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's what I'm
So
talking
that's what I'm
about.
saying.
The energy
What's up
is
with
different.
Ortiz? Yeah, what's up with Ortiz though? Why would he turn it down? That's what I'm trying to say. Hopefully he's
The
cool,
only
man.
thing I
That's
can
weird, yo.
that's why I said the only thing I can put together with that is the fact that Wilder already has plans to face Ortiz, and he don't want AJ to get a hold of that before he get a hold of that.
Why
Because that's
not?
why I
But we
said
already, but they fought already, and plus this makes it interesting because if Ortiz
because
does
he's
what he's
going to
supposed to and he
duck
gets them three
AJ,
straps,
Charles. Because I think he's still going to continue to duck AJ because he's going to say, "Well, I already have a fight lined up with Ortiz." Or I got a fight
man,
lined up with Karnaki next after that. That's probably why Karnaki and Ortiz turned the fight down. Because they probably have already arranged a fight to fight Wilder in the future. Which
man, if I'm
means that
Ortiz,
we're
I'm
not
monkey
going to
wrenching
see
everybody's
undefeated.
shit. I'm monkey wrenching everything. Fuck that. I'm in the equation. I got a shot at three straps. Guess who you seeing if I win them three straps? Fuck
Niggas
Kalnacki.
is
Fuck
turning
everybody
down.
else.
Niggas is turning down the opportunity of a lifetime because they've been guaranteed to face the WBC champion, the guy
Fuck
with
that.
one
That's one
strap.
strap. That's
Corey,
one
what's up,
belt.
bro? Corey Lee. Oh,
That
okay.
nigga probably in the car.
Yeah, he is in the car. Hey, let me read a few comments, man. Let me see. Samuel Shaw
What's up,
says,
bro?
"What's up, Corey? How you feeling, bro?"
How y'all doing tonight? I mean, this morning, man. How y'all doing?
Bro, shit, where you at, nigga?
That nigga on the other side
Australia,
of the
nigga?
world.
Yeah,
Man, I've been working, man. So, what y'all
bro.
talking about? The Ortiz situation, man? Y'all think he ducking though or no?
How much is enough to unify, Corey?
You said how
When,
much is enough to unify? What do you mean, like for to be the challenger?
cause look, man, this is a common thing I've been hearing, man. When it comes to unifications, it's like, man, the business ain't right. So it's like, how much is
He
enough?
probably offered this dude Luis Ortiz at least 2 to 3 million. I mean, that's minimal.
And do you think that that should be enough to 2 or 3 million and then face this nigga for three straps?
I mean, shit, I don't see how he gonna make a whole bunch more than that with Wilder. He only made
Mm,
he only made I believe four hundred
five
thousand with
five hundred
The
thousand.
Wilder
Yeah,
fight.
And that was for one strap. This is
for one
millions
strap.
and three.
Yeah, so I'm thinking 2 3 million at least minimum.
More money, more straps, and you turned it down and said it was a lowball offer.
But how much was the offer though?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
See,
If I
nobody
was
knows
Ortiz,
that.
I'd release all that shit. Like, y'all
But
think I'm
Corey,
Man, but
but
if the offer won't good, man, you know what I mean? You like what
nope.
the fuck? I'm worth more than that. I can make that fighting Joe Schmo.
but
You just never know with Eddie Hearn, man. Because
but
let's be
Corey,
honest, the ticket sales ain't really selling either, man, from what I'm hearing. So who's to say people don't want their money back after Jarrell Miller and they came just to see him?
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of shit going on. We don't
Well,
know,
there's
man.
already people asking for refunds because,
See what I'm saying, Black? See what
especially
I'm
now
saying?
that they don't know who the opponent is.
See what I'm
My boy
saying?
works. My boy works for StubHub, and he said people are
Oh, he
asking for
works for
fucking.
StubHub.
Yeah, my man works for StubHub.
Oh, so what they saying?
People are trying to get their refunds back,
God damn.
especially UK fans because them niggas paid a. Come on, man, they
Oh
paid
man.
their tickets were way higher because they got package deals like flight, hotel, and then they tickets. You looking
uh,
at people who spent like 6 7 grand on a deal,
mm,
and they ain't the
Damn.
best tickets.
mm,
Damn,
mm, mm.
yo.
You figure your flight is round trip is like if you got a good deal, like 2 G's, your
That shit
seats,
gotta be at least
hotel,
100,000.
Hey,
food. Like niggas bought package deals and trying to get refunds on that.
hey, so Corey, so do
Hmm.
you? But this nigga Ortiz said some shit like he would face Joshua for $5. So if he got offered $15 and some Jolly Ranchers, should he still take the fight?
Man, a mouth will say anything.
See what I'm saying? So he shouldn't have been running his mouth then, huh? What's a low ball? If it's more than $5, then how can it be a low ball?
Sometimes you bite yourself in the ass when you open that joint up. When you open your mouth up. Cause
Mm,
you think one thing, you like, man, well, just like Wilder, man. Wilder did the same dumbass shit. I'll take anything. I'll take, you know what I mean? I'll take the flat fee they giving me.
mm.
And Wilder did the same thing. Come on, man. We gonna give Wilder the same shit or what?
I do. Everybody else want to be, hold they, what I'm saying? Put that
Yeah,
shit
but
on, put a lock on that shit.
Wilder also said if he won, AJ had to take that same stipulation. You know that nigga wasn't taking that shit. He said, "I'll fight you for whatever you think I'm worth. You take it in a rematch if I win." That nigga AJ's like, we ain't doing that. That don't make no sense.
Man, wow,
Man.
man, Eddie Hearn's slick ass could have offered this dude probably one of the worst deals ever, man, just because he know Luis Ortiz would probably, be really probably one of the best opponents. Anthony, do you guys think Luis Ortiz would be the best opponent Anthony Joshua has ever gotten a ring with? I think that's a fair question.
Yeah, he fought a
Probably.
fucking old ass Klitschko. Why not fight the only people ain't fighting
Some people feel like
Ortiz. People ain't fighting Ortiz because they know he a fucking threat. You get in there, you beat him,
Wow.
and you knock him out the same way as Wilder did. Shit, and you already got 3 straps. You already got leverage. That's even more.
some people think that Dillian White can beat Ortiz, but I don't know. I don't know about that.
Nah, I think White
But
washes. I think White takes an L on that one.
but
Man,
Charles,
Dillian White got Oscar Rivas problems. I'm telling you, that's on my Corey Lee boxing upset alert. Believe that.
he got Oscar Rivas.
That's who he's fighting next.
Yeah, I got that fight on upset alert, man. That's on my upset alert, man.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean? Remember I had Korbov and I had Tony Harrison on upset alert, man. So you know what
And
I mean?
and
Watch out
and
for the upset alert. I'm just saying.
Yo,
and my
Arsenal, but nobody gave Ortiz a shot to fight. That niggas stay getting ducked.
and
One
you had
thing
Mikey.
about
You
one
had
thing
Mikey
about
on upset
Ortiz,
alert too,
one
bro.
thing, one huh?
You had Mikey on upset alert too. But go ahead, bro.
Fuck him.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga, bro.
Yo, I'm gonna be 55. I'm gonna be 55 years old. Niggas gonna be still talking about that shit.
We gonna
Oh
remind your ass
shit.
about that shit.
Yeah, Samuel too. Samuel, you
I
ain't getting
heard
no
I
pass in the
heard
chat, nigga.
Goodfella. I heard Goodfella in his live stream the other day, man. Shout out to Goodfella, man. He was like, yeah, man. If you pick Mikey Garcia to win, you don't know shit about boxing, man. Yo,
I told niggas
I'm
that. I said
like,
I ain't jumping off
damn,
that
bro.
cliff,
I'm
nigga.
like that, and I just
Y'all can
said
have
this
that
earlier
Mikey
today,
shit.
man. I'm like, damn, bro. Damn.
Yeah, man. I was not having with that Mikey shit. I was like, okay, y'all niggas can ride with that shit if you want. Put money
Mm-hmm.
on it, whatever. Y'all niggas gonna be broke than a motherfucker.
That shit was easy money. I'll take that bet. You betting Mikey? I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
But you
Mm-hmm.
know what's so crazy though? I had a fucking $100 bet, man. I mean, this was set in stone. The dude already donated $10 to my channel, saying twice, $5, and then another $5, telling everybody on my live stream. It was like 15 people in there that me and him betting $100 on Joshua versus Miller. That nigga wanted to bet on Miller winning. And I said, all right, I'm betting
Mm.
you. I swear I'm betting you. I'm picking Anthony Joshua. I'm betting you, man. And then this bullshit happens, man. We had just
Mm.
talked about that shit a week and a half ago. We just
Damn.
talked about that joint.
Man, don't feel bad, man. I put 100 on Khan the fucking last 8 rounds. That
Hey,
shit
I,
quit.
I put it like this. If
Oh,
Vada wasn't involved,
hold
he probably
on.
would have won.
What a gunshot say? Hey, I heard Khan. Hold on. What
What
happened
happened?
now?
Nah, I had put up $100 on Khan that he'll last at least 8 rounds.
Okay.
Oh, that's still gunshot worthy though.
Man,
That's still
listen,
gunshot worthy.
if that nigga would have lasted to the fucking 8th round, I'd have made 600, nigga.
That'd be a nice little bet.
if
I
a
mean,
donkey
Yeah,
did,
that's why I took it. I wasn't taking him to win, but I saw
if
that
a
little
yeah,
poly. I'm like,
that's a
all
if
right,
nice
a
he'll
little
last
bet.
8.
if a donkey didn't shit,
He probably would have though if he didn't quit.
Yeah, if he ain't fucking quit, man, that was a 6th round.
Damn.
I
Damn,
was
yo,
mad as shit,
that's
nigga.
that's a tough loss though.
Damn,
I
that's
was like,
fucked
this
up, nigga.
faggot quit from a leg
You
shot.
should have been
But you
throwing all
know,
kind of
but you
ice
know
cubes
he
at that
starts
nigga.
getting, but you know he
Yo,
starts getting.
listen, yo, Black niggas was throwing their drinks. Niggas was mad at the way the fight
I would
ended.
have beat the brakes off that nigga,
I
bro.
was mad too, nigga. The
You
drinks
was
in there.
there live?
He
Yeah, I
was
went to the
there.
fight.
We was at the building, man. This
I
nigga
went to the
Charles was
fight,
there.
niggas. Niggas was
You went
throwing
to
their drinks, nigga. Them
Vegas?
drinks ain't cheap. No, they was at the
You went
garden,
to
man. The
my
Bud.
bad, Madison Square Garden. My bad, my bad,
Yeah,
my
man. Them
bad.
niggas was throwing their drinks, man. Fuck
How
that.
much was the tickets for that joint? Was it sold out? How was the venue looking? I mean, how did everything look?
Nah, the venue was mostly sold out. It was my tickets was like 232.
Oh, so you gotta pay for that shit.
Yeah, I paid $232 for my
Nah, I'm just
tickets.
saying, like that shit won't. It won't no $50 tickets going on.
No, hell no, man. My tickets were 200. The cheap tickets, you were damn near by the roof of the garden. Ain't nobody buy them shits. Those are the ones that was empty. It's probably like 15,000 in there. The place holds close to 18, like 15.
So
Mm.
you know for a fact it was 15,000 people in there.
Yeah, give or take. He sold
Yeah.
a lot more than people.
Hey man, Crawford
Sold a
starting to
lot
bring
more than
them out,
people thought.
man.
There was a lot
Black.
of UK fans in there supporting Khan too.
Hey, but
Hey,
you know what,
Black.
Corey? Though I don't think it's just totally just Bud, but I think it was so smart to put Shakur, Teofimo.
It
Oh
was a
yeah,
fire ass card.
It was a
yeah,
fire card. That's what made it what it was. That's why
yeah.
you
You
can't
right.
just have one or two known niggas and then put Jalen Love
Shit, they
as a
saying
co-name.
Teofimo Lopez gonna get his own joint next.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know if he
that's what
should
he
do that.
that's what he's talking about. He talking about he ain't doing no more co-mains and
I
shit.
think he
But
need to chill, man. I still think that he should ride the coattail of Bud Crawford until you become a champ. Like I don't want to see no non-champ as a headliner yet. Like you know what I mean? Just take your time, bro.
unless his next fight is Loma.
Yeah, yeah. Unless you know what I'm saying, you the challenging the champ. You know what I mean? Then I can see that. But we don't know
But
what's gonna happen with that.
the venue was packed. The final week is when the tickets really started moving because that's when I bought my tickets because I was surprised it was still decent price tickets. I'm like, oh, this shit ain't. I'm thinking like, damn, ain't nobody really going to this shit. And then when I
Yeah.
started looking at tickets, it
So
was
who
like
y'all think?
started moving. I'm like, oh shit, let me grab some tickets now before I be asked out.
So who y'all think is gonna actually land that fucking AJ fight, man? And do y'all think the tickets might go like last minute?
I truly believe it might. I truly believe it's gonna probably be somebody that, and
Better
Eddie
not
Danny
be
Hearn.
from
Dubois.
UK. Better
They
not be
said
from
Danny.
UK.
They said Dubois threw his name in that hat.
Uh-oh.
But they need an American, bro. That ain't gonna be a good look, fam.
That's a fight that you would do in the UK. But hey, I'm just saying he threw his name in that hat. He said if his team thinks if it's a good idea,
This
send
dude
him
just
set,
came.
send him an
This
offer.
dude didn't even knock out Kevin Johnson. This dude got 19 losses, I think, or 9 losses. This dude, Kevin Johnson, he didn't even knock him out. That was a barometer fight for him. He went I think that was his only fight that he went all 10 rounds. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But when you get to this level, man, fights like that, man, I feel like, those are barometer fights, man. You know what I mean? You supposed to knock this dude spark out. You talking about you knocked out Anthony Joshua in sparring. You did this to Anthony Joshua. You did this to Anthony Joshua. Guess what?
That's sparring.
Anthony Joshua stretched the fuck out of Kevin Johnson. The
Hey, they
same
said that guy
motherfucker that was in
Dubois.
your face for 10 rounds. And you
Hey,
ain't knocked him out one time.
hey, Corey, they said that guy Dubois is fighting this weekend. How the fuck he gonna fight Joshua?
I don't know. They threw his name in the hat.
He said he's fighting as a Brit. He isn't ready. Blue Winter said that.
Shit,
Champ Ross says,
I don't
hopefully it's
think
Ruiz.
I don't think Yard's ready for Kovalev, and he talking his shit.
Mm.
Kovalev
So
gonna stretch that boy, and they want to fight in Russia. Whoo!
y'all think if Ruiz got offered like a 1 million and an opportunity to face AJ, he'll take it?
Yeah, Ruiz is gonna get that fight next.
I'm just saying though, like, cause Ortiz saying he talking about low ball offers, but let's just say if he got offered the same amount that maybe Ortiz got offered, you think he'll take the fight, or he
Yep.
gonna say the same shit? He's a
Nah,
low
he
ball.
gonna take the
Man, but
fight.
you gotta
He gonna take the
understand,
fight.
man. Luis Ortiz and Andy Ruiz, they on two different wavelengths. Like I feel like Luis Ortiz, is up here a little, higher than Andy Ruiz. I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz was,
Well,
pretty much.
Parker.
I believe they both were in one title fight. You know what I mean? Luis Ortiz and Andy Ruiz. So it
Yeah,
ain't like neither one
and a
is,
lot of people say he possibly won that fight against Parker.
yeah, you can't even make a argument for Ortiz winning.
At all. When you're drooling on the canvas, that's over with.
Oh. Hey, yo, where Dr. Blicky at, Black?
I don't know, man. I think I bodied him a
Man,
little too bad yesterday.
can't nobody find him, man. Oh man, damn, man.
Dr. Blick eating cereal, listening in, but he ain't jumping on. You all right, Dr. Blick? You all right, OG? You can come on. Damn, I ain't doing that bad. So he
Dr.
trying to
Blick
help
in the
him though.
comment section, like, man, I want to get on, but I don't know if I want to take that joint today, though.
He said because Corey gonna instigate the shit. That dog
Hey yo,
Corey,
and you
dude.
know what's so crazy? I was chilling for most of the time yesterday. I was just letting y'all roll our joint out.
Nah, but you do shit like,
Jalik the leader was coming
oh,
out of nowhere talking about, yeah,
yeah,
man.
Jaleel was cold.
I
He
said,
had his pom
yeah, he was
poms
like,
ready.
yeah, man, yeah, man.
He made me
Put
doing bad because he was like, man, I think Dr. Blick is winning. I was like, okay,
putting
Yeah.
batteries in people's bags.
yeah. I was like, don't pump him up to get bodied on this motherfucking live, nigga. Don't do that. Do that. Nah, Dr. Blick,
Corey,
you
me
listen,
and
bro.
you
You
gonna
come on.
battle. Yo, Corey, me and you gonna battle in person in 2 weeks. Heard we can battle, put it on live. We can do whatever in
This ain't rap,
person.
nigga. This ain't no rap
In
battle.
person, my nigga.
We gonna
Look at him,
battle,
yo.
nigga.
Hey, Black, he can't wait to see me in person, man.
I know. You're a fan and shit. That's
That
funny.
nigga marked that joint down on his calendar, man. I got to see Corey Lee on May 11th,
Hey,
man.
he putting X's on his calendars and shit, crossing out the days.
Y'all niggas too funny, bro.
He got the Corey Lee boxing avatar right on the date.
Hey yo, Jalik the leader. I'm gonna get you a shirt, yo, but you gotta let me. What outfit you
Nah,
wearing? I'm gonna
I
get
don't
you the
need no
color.
shirt.
Man,
I
listen, the
might have my
nigga,
cowboy
this
boots,
nigga wear
or I might
cowboy
have my
boots, man.
workout
You
clothes. I
gotta
don't
gotta
know.
watch
I don't
him.
Nah,
know.
he don't
I
wear
What
no
don't
in the
know.
cowboy
hell?
boots, bro.
No,
I'm a
nigga
Oh,
black
said he wear
cowboy
shit.
cowboy
boots.
boots. This nigga
I'm a
like
black
cowboy boots. I'm not
cowboy,
even
man.
bullshitting.
I'm a
The
black
fuck?
cowboy, baby.
You out of there, bruh. With dreads. Black cowboy with
This
dreads.
nigga,
You out of
yo,
there,
that's exactly what I said to him last night,
This nigga
yo. That's
tripping, bro.
exactly what I said last night. This nigga was like, I buy workout gear and cowboy boots. I was like, wait, hold on, what the fuck? I said
Yeah,
cowboy boots. He's like, yeah, yo, I like cowboy boots. I'm like, nigga,
I
you
mean,
black
that's
with
different though. I mean,
dreads.
that's different. I mean, that's different. Shit, Black, you should know about cowboy boots. You out there in Texas.
nigga, I'm from LA, bruh. I'm from the
that
He
city.
nigga
repping.
clear,
See,
that nigga cleared that shit up
Black.
real
And you
quick.
know what
Let's
my thing
stop.
is about Black?
Black got
Black,
Chuck Taylors
Black
on.
rep Texas when it's convenient for him.
Say again?
You rep Texas when it's convenient for you. You like, oh man, I'm from Cali. I don't rock no cowboy boots. But let something be going down in Texas. You be like, man, yo, I'm in
Nigga,
Texas,
I
bro. This shit
can
lit
put the
out here.
camera on my closet, bro. I don't have not one pair of boots, nigga. To you and Julie, y'all can have that. I'm good. Fuck that.
Nah, I don't shit. I got Timberlands, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Timbos, okay. Shout out to
Shit,
Timbo.
nigga. I point to my feet right now, nigga. I'm wearing Air Maxes. Jalik, you got dreads, nigga. You said
I
cowboy
got
boots. I
Air
was like,
Maxes
what
on
the
too, yo.
fuck?
Hey, I got Air Maxes on too,
Wait,
yo.
wait, 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 wait. Let me. What kind of cowboy boots though? Like the line dancing type shits?
With the little spinner metal shit in the
No, you
back.
got the
Yeah,
little
with the
clip. You
Spurs,
got
nigga,
the
like the
little
Black
clip
John
on the
Wayne.
back.
Spurs.
You got the
I
little
got that
clip
real
on the
shit,
back,
man.
Jalik.
Y'all gonna see. I'm gonna put
Yeah.
that shit up. Y'all gonna see.
Yo, Jalik, if I come to this herd fight and you
You
wearing
done.
cowboy boots, nigga, you got to take those off.
Nigga, you go
Yo,
out on a
I'm not
date,
saying,
that's a
yo,
wrap.
Jalik. When I see you at the herd fight and I hear a nigga from deep, and all I hear is this nigga feet
Sound
clapping
like
from
yeah,
deep, I'm like, yo,
sound like a nigga walking with hella. Sound like a nigga
A
walking with
black,
hella change in his pocket.
yeah,
a
like he
nigga
got
with
tap dance shoes
dreads,
on and
a
shit, yo.
nigga with dreads, cowboy boots from Delaware. What in the fuck is going on, my friend?
Sounded like he
Now
got
that's
hella
crazy.
change in
So
his
y'all gotta
pocket,
step
just walking.
y'all gotta step
Cream,
your shoe game
cream,
up, man. You can't wear
cream.
sneakers every.
That nigga, like they say about Steph Curry, that nigga was made in the lab, nigga. Like they put some shit together, made this nigga. What the fuck? How the hell this nigga put that shit together? Nigga said, I'm on my roster shit with my boots though.
The
Hey man,
Rasta
that's the
bar.
same shit I said yesterday. I was like, Jalik, you a black nigga with dreads. You rocking cowboy boots. How,
It's
Sway?
definitely different. I mean, Jalik, where's Jalik from? You said Delaware. I mean, maybe
Delaware,
they do
bro.
He
that
from up
Delaware. I
north,
don't know.
man. We don't wear cowboy boots
Oh,
up
they
north.
don't
We
do
Nigga,
only
that in
no,
Delaware. They
no,
don't
no,
do
no.
that.
They
no,
don't do
nigga.
that,
We don't
man.
even wear
Oh,
Dallas cowboy apparel, nigga. Fuck the boots.
oh, my
It
bad.
don't go down like that. Delaware.
He
At
said he wanted
all.
to be. Jalik said
Maybe
he wanted to
Jalik
be
not
just
really
like
from Delaware, man. Jalik probably
he
from
wanted to
somewhere
be
else,
just
bro.
like the Cowboys, man. So
He might really
you
be
got
from
the
the
hat though,
UK.
Jalik. Hey, Jalik, you gotta have the hat though.
I got the hat
He
and
got
everything. You wanna see?
this nigga got
Oh
dreads. He can't fit
shit!
them damn cowboy
This
hats.
nigga got the hat too. Oh
Jalik
no.
probably really got. He probably from somewhere. He probably really got the accent, but then when he get on live, he just talk like us,
Yeah.
like them acting ass niggas, like the nigga that was in Get Out and Aegis Elba and shit. Them type niggas. They can play the role, but them niggas got a hell of a thick ass accent.
Jalik,
Accent when you
Jalik
motherfuckers.
out here, the Black Marlboro man and shit.
Yeah. Fuck. Let me see what they talking about. Simon Shaw says, whether we like Al Hammond or not, he must be doing something right when it comes to his fighters because I haven't heard them say anything bad about Al. They always speak highly of him. Maybe he got them straps, nigga. He's strap season. Like nigga, don't say shit
Undefeated,
about me.
baby.
Don't say shit about me. You know, you gonna fight when I tell you to fight.
Boxer Monster's a Cowboy fan. These niggas is everywhere. These niggas like roaches.
I know, bro. I never understood Cowboys fans, man. Y'all the most loyalist,
Nigga,
crazy
I know some in
motherfuckers
I
ever.
know Cowboy fans in New York, and it's like, nigga, how?
And they black, Hispanic? Because I know there's a
Yo,
lot
my
of
dad,
Hispanics.
yo,
Like,
my dad,
Nah,
yo,
they
bro.
black, man. They mixed. That was black, white. I'm like, how the fuck out of we in New York, nigga? You
man,
how the fuck do you like the Cowboys?
wow,
They love the bandwagon. That's America's team.
Americans team. Maybe this.
Travis stupid.
Some
That's what they say. You know, that's what they
Hey,
say.
yo,
They say
Black.
Delaware
Cowboys
Cowboy.
America.
Come
What
back
y'all,
now, you
yo,
hear?
what y'all think of Regis Prograis? I think he like the quiet. He not getting a lot of buzz, but I think he
Yeah, he ain't
potentially
getting a lot of buzz though.
with his style, he can really do something though. Because the way he fight, is the excitement level, and the fact that he getting a
He
lot
be
of
getting
straps.
touched
What you
up.
think
Hey,
about him?
Jaleel Leader, he be getting touched up too though, man. Like
Yeah,
I
he's cool.
studied
I
some
mean,
of his fights.
he's untouchable, but
I'm saying I know he was calling out Terrence Crawford, man.
he
I
been
think
calling
Terrence
Crawford out.
Crawford probably do something silly to that nigga.
Yeah, he will, but I think he'll beat that boy Taylor, and I think he beat everybody at 140, including your favorite fighter, Mikey Garcia.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. Shots
Damn.
fired.
Right, with the gunshots.
Hey man,
Gunshots.
hey
Uh-huh.
Yo,
man, hey
Let the
look,
goddamn
man.
chopper spray.
Here you go, man.
Uh-huh.
Yo,
Let
don't
the
hype this
goddamn
nigga
chopper
up,
fire.
That
man.
was the reason to put that one out, bro. That nigga said your favorite fighter, Mikey.
Uh-huh.
I thought your favorite fighter was like Danny or was it Danny
My
or
favorite fighter is
David Hay,
Usyk
right?
and Usyk.
Oh,
You
Usyk.
said
My bad. I'm tripping.
nigga said David Hay.
At one point,
I mean,
that's
you
one
know,
of his favorite.
everybody know I like David Hay and Danny. You know, they know that, man. But
You
Nah,
like all light-skinned
David Hay
fighters.
he
I'm
was
starting to
mad at
notice
me
a
that
pat.
day, bro.
outside though.
I'm noticing
yeah,
a
Corey Lee.
pattern. I'm noticing Corey Lee like all the light-skinned niggas, man.
He do, bro.
He do, he
he
That
do,
do,
nigga,
bro.
that nigga
he
is
do
team
though.
beige.
Nigga,
That
for
nigga love
real.
all
Team
the
Nah,
khaki
beige.
colored
straight up,
fighters.
bro.
If you a khaki colored
Yeah,
fighter,
team
this
light
nigga Corey
skin.
repping.
Team light skin.
Yeah, team
Yeah,
pancake. That nigga go for
He
all
like
light skin
Earl though. He
teams.
like Earl Smith though. He rests for Earl.
Like I told y'all, I done lost twice to picking
Light skin fighters.
David Hay.
Tony Bellew.
Yeah, I picked Tony
y'all
Bellew to beat David
terrible.
Hay.
Tony
He was
Bellew,
mad at me
light
that
skinned
day,
fighter.
but he got some revenge. He got some revenge when Bellew fought Usyk. I don't know why I picked Bellew for that. I just felt like this nigga
Damn, you
Bellew was
picked
gonna pull
Bellew?
it out. Yeah, I had to hold that L that day.
He said I had to
Shit.
hold that L that
I had
day.
to hold it, bro. Boxing Monster says Garcia is staying at 140. He's vacating 135. What?
Yep, I saw that yesterday.
yeah, homeboy fighting for the strap. I think it's gonna
Oh
be Devin Haney,
shit.
Yeah, he
And
vacated.
Luke Campbell. He don't want that work. He don't want that
Ducking
long
that. He don't
work,
want that
man.
Lomo work.
Mm-mm-mm. Damn, Corey.
Team
What's
light
up with
skin
your
out here,
boy,
boy.
man? Errol done beat
Hello.
this nigga out of his title, man.
Man, I ain't man. Fuck y'all, man.
God damn. That nigga said,
That
fuck
nigga
them straps, nigga.
L was making
Spencer
excuses
knocked
for
all
him.
that shit
Hey
out of him.
yo, L was making excuses for him, talking about he can't make weight. Okay, he can't
I
make
had to
weight. Okay,
upgrade, man.
okay.
The car. Remember I had
This
the van?
nigga Corey took a moment of
Corey,
silence. He
mute,
did
nigga.
what?
Mute, bruh. Pack versus Thurman, July 20th. Is that official though? Let me check box right. Shout out to Tony Harrison and Jamil though. They got the
Well,
rematch.
this will be
That's
the
official now.
this will be the last we see of Thurman because he cashing out.
You think this will be it, bro?
This is it. This like Michael Jackson's last tour, nigga. This is it.
Oh
this nigga
no.
this nigga go fight. He gonna fight Manny, then fight Danny, and then retire.
Nah, he ain't fighting Danny. He gonna fight Manny, and that's it.
Nigga,
That's
if
it.
he do, bro, I
Cash
swear
me
to
out.
God, bro.
Michael Jackson tour right here.
A lot of niggas still vouching for Thurman. I forgot who I was on the chat with. They still vouching for Thurman, talking about he the best at welterweight. I forgot who it was. I'm like, what
He
they talking
was.
about?
He was.
He
Keyword
was.
was when he was talking that talk. Now this nigga, he on his own shit. Boy, that nigga done found God.
Yeah, he didn't found God. He didn't find some Tibetan pussy, and he out of there.
That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, bro.
I'm
He
fighting
finished.
Manny, and that's it. Get my passport, and I'm moving out the country. Fuck
No,
y'all
Black
niggas.
said he's still the number one welterweight. What are you talking about?
Nah, they
Who?
didn't. Nah, dude.
Yeah, that's
I
yo.
said,
Black.
I
I
said,
think Black favorite
Try to
author was
start
nah,
shit.
Oh, what
Thurman.
you say,
Black
Jalik?
love
What you
Thurman.
say,
He
Jalik?
loved
watch
Thurman.
here. This nigga with the
Black
Oh
love Thurman.
no!
Mhm.
negative. I just talked the
He
facts.
loved Thurman, man.
Nobody surpassed the
Yo,
nigga since he retired. Nobody surpassed him. Been waiting for another nigga to unify. I'm trying to give Earl that stamp as soon as he unify with Sean. Need to go ahead and do that shit.
Mhm.
Gracie one, what's up, dog? He said salute to UDC, to Corey Lee Boxing, Black Horse Remote. What's up, bro?
salute
Been a
my
while since I seen
brother. What's
Gracie.
going on?
My OBC nigga right there.
How you doing over there?
Oh, Joe says Thurman's still top dog at 147.
Uh oh.
Oh,
Joe.
Samuel says keep still top dog at welterweight.
Well, that means Samuel just took a sip from Joe's avatar because both these niggas is bugging.
Yeah.
Boxing Monster says Pacquiao beats the brakes off Keith. I got money on Pacquiao. Mm.
Shit, by the way he looked against Riverside Rocky, shit, I wouldn't put it past Pacquiao neither. Plus, he stands flat-footed too.
Who,
Shit,
Keith?
yeah. When Keith want to sit there and trade, he ain't gonna sit there and want to trade with Manny. Manny still got fast hands, man. And if
Mm.
Manny get you hurt, Manny gonna chase your ass down. He don't get tired.
Oh, no doubt, Brace. He said he'd do a little time. He said he killed that though. That's what's up, bro. I was like, damn, I ain't seen this nigga in a minute. Joe. Joe says, Corey, you want to bet on the White Revis fight?
Oh damn, Corey, they looking at you like you easy money out here in these streets.
Bro, you fooled out here, bro.
Who's food?
I think
They coming at you, bro. They said you want to bet on the White Revis fight.
Oh,
Joe.
I go out the car and come back and somebody talking about me, yo. That's crazy.
Hey, you know what? That's Joe, man. You matter of fact, you put that nigga on blast when you talked about he bet on who did he bet on? Oh, he bet on Granados to beat Danny. I don't know what you was thinking on that, Joe. Yeah.
Yo, who is that? Joe 56.
Yes. That nigga said
Oh
you want
man,
to
you
bet on the
gotta
White
get
Revis.
Crow. You gotta get Crow the rest of the week, yo. You can't just get a 1 day joint. You gotta eat the whole
This
week.
nigga said you got to eat bird for the rest of the
You
month.
gotta eat shit for the rest of the week. What's up, though?
Golly. Pigeon poop, nigga.
Yeah. You talking about this dude told me
Swan
on my
diving.
live stream that Danny Swift Garcia is over the hill.
Mm,
Okay.
mm, mm.
Not only did he say Danny Swift Garcia was over the hill, he said Adrian Granados was gonna beat him. Maybe stop him. Now what the
Man.
fuck just happened, dude?
That nigga beat Granados. He beat Granados like he fucked his sister or some shit. Like, nigga, he beat the
Whoa.
break pads off that nigga.
Whoa. What the yo?
Shit
But
is
yeah,
supposed
man,
to
I'm just saying right
keep
now,
one fight
man.
away from retirement.
This dude, Adrian Granados, that's your boy, Joe 56. You had all that dog shit to shit on Danny about. You know, come Sunday, what I went live Monday morning, you won't even trying to talk about that shit in my live stream. I said you need to eat crow twice. You switched the subject both times.
What's cracking, nigga?
Bias says,
Eat that shit. I need to see you swallow that motherfucker.
Corey mad about that shit.
Nigga, he hot.
You
Yeah.
better put some respect on my motherfucking brother Danny Garcia's name, dog.
See how you go hard for the light skin, nigga.
This nigga ready to catch a bullet. I die for this shit, nigga.
I'll die for this nigga.
I just go hard for anybody that's dead wrong that pick
in the world, Craig.
You know what I mean? This dude was trying to shit on Danny the whole live stream and talking about, Danny this, Danny that. Danny ain't beat nobody. Danny ain't do this. Danny ain't do that. He over the hill. You know what I mean?
Damn,
Dudes
Joe.
in the chat was like, how Danny over the hill when he got 2 split decision losses? Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah,
that was like, ain't nobody beat Danny.
Corey.
Uh-oh.
Let me ask you this: did Danny beat Mauricio Harrell? Did he beat Lamont Peterson? Come on, man. Did he beat those? Did he win?
Yeah, he won.
When he fought Puerto, he beat
Comes.
Mauricio
Nigga, in
Harrell.
your heart, you know he
Okay.
lost them fights, man.
He
He got
like
gift.
Danny.
He got decisions on
gotta
that
call
shit.
it how it is,
Yeah,
man. You
he
can't
won.
pick and
He only
choose.
got 2 losses. Yeah, he won.
Oh
You don't believe
shit!
that shit. You don't believe that shit, Corey.
Lying to yourself.
You
That nigga
picking
is
and choosing, man.
team light skin all
Hey,
day.
Corey the
hey,
politician.
Corey.
Corey the politician.
Hey, Corey. Unbiased says, he says Corey got one thing right on the Mikey versus Spence fight. Mikey didn't get stopped. And then Unbiased said,
that's true.
Jalik was saying Granardos was going to give Danny problems, give him some smoke too.
Whoa!
Ooh,
You
on
right.
your
That's
ass,
bullshit right
nigga.
there. I
This
give
nigga
him credit.
unbiased is a fucking stenographer. This nigga got everybody
That's
shit.
bullshit. That's bullshit.
Leader,
But
what's
let
up,
me ask you
man?
this.
Yeah,
Let me ask you
man.
this though. Okay, Danny
Yeah, thank
Garcia.
you,
Check
man.
this out.
It was
Danny
This
you,
nigga,
Garcia
man.
beat.
this nigga throwing snipes from the chat, nigga.
Yeah, it was you,
Check this out,
man.
y'all.
It was you with the cowboy boots and the It was you.
Check this out. Danny
The
don't got
fuck,
a fight
the
lined up, right?
fuck was you thinking?
Danny,
Problems. The
check
only
this out
problems
though.
he got is thinking about retirement problems. Fuck you talking about?
But check this out, Corey. Danny got a fight coming up,
I ain't
right?
gotta
Didn't
check shit out, man. You had
look,
Granados giving him problems. I ain't gotta check a motherfucking thing out. You say
Danny don't got a fight lined up. He
I don't
beat
gotta
Terrence
check
Crawford
out
one.
nothing you talking
He
about. You
beat
said
Terrence Crawford
Granados
one
was gonna
time.
give Danny problems. Did you see this nigga get washed Saturday? He got
Set up the
washed,
Danny don't
stretched
got no
out,
fight lined up.
finished,
Bud,
finito, goodbye. Fuck you talking about? I ain't gotta listen to
God
nothing you talking about.
damn.
this the
Unbiased
same
and
nigga.
redirected
Look,
the
this the
smoke to
same nigga.
delete.
Look, this the same nigga that
I
think
ain't
Damn.
gotta
Porter.
listen to a
He the same
motherfucking
nigga
thing
that
you
think
talking
Porter
about.
beat Ugas.
And look at
He
unbiased.
think
He ain't say
Porter
shit
beat
after
Ugas.
that. He
Shit you
said his
talking
2 cents and just kept it
You
moving.
said Adrian Granados was
I'm
gonna
gonna
give
stir.
Danny Garcia
I'm gonna stir
problems.
some shit up
What
and keep it
happened?
moving.
What
Yep.
You
happened?
the same. You the same dude that said Porter
What
gonna beat
happened?
Ugas.
No,
You
what
said Porter gonna
happened
beat
though? What
Ugas.
happened?
Porter beat Ugas.
But what
Danny don't got no
happened though?
fight
You
lined
switching
up.
up. Hey,
Bud is
Black, now I see what
available.
you saying. When niggas switch up, niggas ain't really want that joint.
Hey, but
What's
Julie,
up?
didn't Danny turn that fight down? You said
Exactly.
But
That's what I'm
what's up
saying.
though? I'm saying
Why he
Granados
turned
problems.
Bud
What's
down?
up
He
though?
beat Bud in the amateurs once. Bud beat
But
him
what's
once. Why
up
won't
with
he break the tie?
Granados though? We talking
Break the
about right
tie.
now.
nigga Corey
Break the
stayed on that
tie against the
Granado shit.
knockdown
Granados,
boxer.
Uh huh.
delete the leader.
Damn.
Granados.
That
What's
nigga
up?
said,
I
You know
give
"Do
what
him
that
your."
credit for
name is,
Granados.
He
right?
said. He said, "Take your
That name,
cowboy
you had
boots and
that
get
name,
your
you had that
cowboy,
name. You
get
was
your
talking about
coyote
fuck
ugly on,
Granados
nigga.
last
Start
week.
dancing.
Damn.
Shoot
Two
at his feet, nigga."
Granados, nigga, what's up?
Don't they do that in the westerns? They
What's
shoot
up?
at
I
niggas' feet
can't
with the
hear you
cowboy boots. Do
breaking
do
up.
do do
I
You
give
dance.
him
gotta go
props
to
to
the
that.
right
Nah,
spot
I
in the
give him
joint.
props to
What's
that.
up?
He impressed me with that. I admitted that the other day.
Granados, man.
I admitted that
Granados,
the
your
other
boy.
day.
What's up? And you
I
from
admitted that
Delaware,
the
and
other
you pick,
day.
and you was ready to pick against Danny. You from Delaware? Come
Uh
on,
Nah,
oh.
I didn't pick
Oh
against
shit!
Danny.
come
Attacking. He
on,
attacking your
bro.
territory.
And you
I
got the
pick.
whole Philly accent joint, and you gonna pick against Danny?
Damn,
I didn't pick.
son.
Wow.
I didn't pick
Oh
against him. I said
man,
Granados would
but
give him
you
a good
said
fight,
problems though. What you mean by problems though?
and
Can
he
you
and he done
clarify?
better than I expected, and I
Can
admitted
you?
that. But
Yeah, that's what I thought. He was better than you
Uh
expected. Yeah,
nah, he
yeah,
mixed though, Boxing Mouse. He not Puerto Rican, he mixed though. But he just ride for Danny. He's
yeah.
talking about Corey Puerto Rican.
My
Um
fa- my
Nah.
father is
Corey light skin.
African American. What's happening?
Joe says Porter said Danny was an easier fight than Granados.
You
What?
said what? Joe
Oh yeah, yeah,
56 need
yeah.
to
I mean
swallow.
maybe so.
Joe 56 need to swallow crow the whole week. I
The
don't even
whole
want to hear
week.
that nigga bring up Danny no more. Yeah,
Ooh,
you gotta
Joe.
finish with Danny. You can't even pick against Danny no more.
Damn, Joe.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm
I'm
saying,
privileged about talking about Danny
hey
off
Charles, we gotta say it
recording.
like
But you
Ali.
ain't
Damn,
want no
Joe.
smoke on my
Damn,
nigga Joe
Joe.
56. And I did a morning live stream.
Talk
Smoky
about
Joe.
Danny.
Talk
so
about
so
Yeah.
so
You
Corey,
don't, you don't
Corey,
even get to talk about Danny Joe 56. I'm not hearing none of that Danny talk you talking about. Because you try to
Corey
side
got
with
Ooh, hey, hold up, Corey.
you was on my
Corey.
live stream.
Joe
You act like
said.
you ain't
Joe
pick
said.
Granados. You not only did you pick Granados, you said Danny Garcia was over the hill, nigga.
Hey, real quick, Corey. Joe says Danny dug Bud. He didn't want that smoke. Ooh.
Corey did
Man,
take that alley oop. That shit was
motherfucking thing.
Gary Payton to Sean Kemp out
Last I
this
checked, you would
motherfucker.
say the same
He said Danny don't get high. He don't smoke Bud. He don't fuck with that Bud like that, bro. Go ahead. Oh, you breaking up?
I was supposed to do without him and Tuesday. Today's
get
Wednesday.
that
You breaking up?
turn
You
that
breaking up,
you gotta
Corey?
get rid of that Metro shit, son. Fuck your game up. Get a new plan, my nigga.
Nigga said you got damn. Nigga said you on Boost Mobile.
God damn.
He said get a plan with a commercial.
He said get rid of that government.
This nigga still got a flip phone. He got
Wednesday.
an
We ain't
Obama.
hear nothing about it.
He
Damn.
got an
Obama
Obama
phone.
phone. He got an
Damn.
Obama phone.
Corey, your shit fucking up, bro.
Corey, he said you got cricket.
Yeah, man. He just got crick. The it part ain't even there.
He
Seven
didn't
Shaw says
download.
Daddy didn't turn Bud down. No real offer was made. Real negotiations don't go on in the public or in the media. Level up, brother.
Checkmate, nigga. Checkmate for all you fuck ass niggas hating on Danny, man.
So he
Yo,
didn't turn down.
Checkmate, nigga.
He
Won't no
didn't get
offer
offered
made.
nothing though.
Fuck you talking about?
The offer he didn't get
Nah,
offered no
how
more.
you gonna say an offer? Anything that Bob Aram spews out his mouth is fuck boy shit.
Come on now. Come on,
Yeah, now
Corey.
ain't no come on now. I can't believe anything he say.
Why? Because you defended Danny?
he's a repetitive liar. He's a repetitive liar. Do you believe in Black Horseman? Do you believe Bob Arum?
That
About
nigga
what? The
old to
Danny
see now.
situation?
I'm waiting.
About the Danny situation?
I'm just saying, period. All the way around. Do you believe him?
It
Yeah, I'll
depends
be
on
right
what you're
back.
talking about, fam. Depends on
He
what you're
said
talking
I'll
about.
be right back. I'm talking about Bob Arum. I was clear what I said.
Nigga, I said I'll
Right.
be right
And
back. I ain't got nothing to do with
particularly,
this argument.
right. Don't come at Charles. Charles
Hey
ain't got
yo,
nothing to do with it, bro.
Samuel Shaw is the biggest Bud hater, man. I think he picked Amir Khan to beat him. Come on,
Oh,
Samuel.
here you go with
You
the
make
Hey,
it
Bud hate,
what?
man. Ain't
Come
nobody
on,
hating
man.
on Bud, man.
Come on, Sam. You didn't
Bud
do
a
Samuel
that.
Shaw,
world
come
class
on,
fighter,
man.
world class champion. What we gotta hate on Bud for?
Okay, so break the Bud versus Danny fight down.
Why?
Break it
The
It's
down.
not
Bud
gonna
Break it
versus
happen.
down.
Danny, it's gonna come down to grit. It's gonna come down to who wanted more, nigga.
So
what
you
time is
really
it?
Shit,
believe
Danny
Danny
got
got a
that
chance?
Philly toughness in him. You know what I mean? Obviously, Terrence Crawford got that Omaha shit
Oh, the
in him.
break is to
You know
45.
what I mean?
Joe says they asked Angel. He didn't deny it.
You keep saying I don't even want to hear nothing Joe say. Joe is a liar.
Damn, Joe.
Joe is a liar.
Damn,
He
Joe.
said Granados was gonna stop Danny. Do you believe him?
This is a bad prediction. It's just a bad prediction. You
No,
know.
he done said that plenty of
Yeah,
times.
who
That ain't his
Joe?
first bad one.
Who Joe 56984? Who that? This is
He-
my first time seeing him.
Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
he-
You keep trying to push the
Joe know what
narrative
the
that
fuck's
Danny
going on.
is ducking smoke with Terrence. Danny ain't ducking no smoke with
He ain't
Terrence.
ducking
What
his
about
foot.
Sean ducking smoke with Sean? What about Sean? Y'all ain't talking about Sean. Sean is definitely on the same side ducking smoke with Earl Spence. Ain't
no,
nobody
stop
gonna
it.
talk
Stop
about
it.
that shit
Stop
though.
Now
it.
they fighting
Stop it,
next.
Corey.
They know
Stop
they
it.
fighting in
Stop,
September.
Corey.
Yeah, he done.
You was doing all right to that
You
moment,
gotta
bro.
stop
You was doing
shit.
all right to that moment. He ain't ducking
Sean
arrow.
Porter
He
was
ain't ducking
ducking
arrow.
Spence straight up.
You said was or
Those are
is?
facts.
Past tense or
Now
present tense?
obviously he ain't gonna duck him now because he know that's the money fight. He seen all them goddamn fans in Texas. He was there. He was commenting on that shit. He was commentary.
Danny is nice though. He underrated though. I give him credit though, and he looked nice. He looked
Oh,
good in
now
his
he
last fight.
under.
I'm not shitting
Oh
on
But
Danny.
but
man,
he
hey,
lost.
I'll be right back, man.
But he lost
I'll
to
be right
Herrera
back,
and
man.
Lamont. Right, right, Jaleel. Which is a
Well, yeah,
fact.
you gotta call it is. You can't be
Got to
like
call
one
it.
sided just because I'm from his neck of the woods. You can't do that. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't be lying and shit. This nigga
Yeah.
Corey Lee, he trying to get a PBC press pass for the fight, so he don't gotta pay to go to the Herd fight. So he gonna say
That why you
Danny
doing that?
won. Yeah, that's what he doing. He
Right.
press pass. He press play. What is it? Press pass. Clout chasing.
Damn. Greg Glove Middleton says, I don't put no faith in no promoter. They're all liars. So yeah, maybe they are liars. That's when he asked me, like, do you believe in Bob Arum? Believe Bob Arum? Well, depending on what you talking about, like something that he said or a particular incident, or just believe him, period. I can't say I just believe in Al Heyman. I ain't never seen the nigga before. You know what I'm saying? He don't even do no interviews, so we gotta hear from Messenger about goddamn Al Heyman. This nigga be in the goddamn shadows, fam. Iron Cone says LL Corey going hard for his Latino brother. Go ahead, Corey.
Corey going hard for anybody that's light skinned.
Light skin. Unbiased
That's
says,
Team
whoa,
khaki.
Did Spence send Porter a contract? I think that was for Corey. Boxing Monster says Corey acting like Angel Garcia. Wow, crazy Angel.
What
Crazy
about
Corey.
Danny?
Right. Crazy Corey.
I think he just dropped off.
Yeah, he probably listening still. Iron Cone says, damn, my dude suggested impropriety from Corey.
He trying to get his press pass, man. He
Just
trying to
trying
get
to
that
get his
PBC
PBC
press
press.
pass. Yeah.
Trying to be there with a barbershop and them niggas.
Yeah, if
Jaleel
I get
Leader
a press
says
pass.
Porter versus Earl is next, unbiased in September, I believe. Oh, that's you saying, Jaleel?
Yeah, that's what they already talking about. Everybody know that.
He talking about it, but it ain't official yet.
It's gonna be official, man.
And I don't understand why the fuck we gotta wait till September.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's their marketing. I don't know why
Tell
they
you,
did
man, they
that,
trying
but
to
yeah,
stall
but
these goddamn undisputed shits with fucking Bud. To
I'll
like
be back, nigga.
2021. All right.
I go piss in this cup.
Oh, okay, yeah, do that, bro.
Yeah, I'm at parole talking shit. I don't give a fuck.
This nigga on live stream, bro. Oh shit said, what's good? What's up? What's up, oh shit? What's going on, bro? Samuel says Bob Arum is a lawyer and he good at getting the jury / boxing fans to believe his bullshit. Hey, Jilly, do you think this nigga, what's the name, will have to come out of the shadows one day? Al Heyman?
who? I
Hell
doubt
no.
if he won't do it. Nah, that's his
That nigga sent a
personality.
representative.
Nah, He
That
won't do it.
how big would that be for boxing, man? If Al Hammond
That'll
just
change
start.
the game.
Al Heyman
That'll
probably some
change the
dorky
game.
ass white dude with a black person as
You
his
said a
fucking
white dude?
picture. Yeah, nobody know what the fuck Al Heyman look like.
Nah, he on there. You can
Al
see.
Heyman probably
A
look
lot of
like
people
Bill
think it's
Gates,
Sam, but
nigga.
it's not though.
Bill Gates.
Yeah, he
He
probably
went
look
to
like Bill
Harvard.
Gates and shit.
He went to Harvard. He about that life, man. I like Al Heyman, man.
That's funny.
Honestly.
This nigga, what the nigga said? He said Sam Watson is really Al Hammond, nigga. I was laughing like, damn, this nigga.
He probably is. You don't know who the fuck Al Heyman
Everybody
is.
used to
Niggas just
think,
got a picture.
everybody used to think he was Al Hammond before. I met
Exactly.
Sam Watson, but yeah, everybody used to think he was Al Hammond.
But Al Heyman, maybe you can get an interview with Al Heyman, Black. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can get an interview. You'll be the first. You'll break the internet. You get that interview with Al Heyman. You'll break the internet, boy. For real.
Right, exclusive interview with the infamous motherfucking Al Hammond. Bobby says
Unbiased.
Bob has made stars in boxing. These are just facts. That's true.
Unbiased, the biggest PBC hater there is, man. He always justifying what Bob do, but then he always quick to criticize PBC. You gotta call it both ways, Unbiased. Come on, man. He always take up for them, boy.
But you biased the PBC, bro. You are.
No, I'm not. I call it
You
how
was
it is. I see different things.
we was talking about Ortiz and you jumped on why Bob Arum unifying 175. We was like,
Nah, because I had just came on. I
you
wasn't
just
here in the
went, you
beginning.
jumped across the freeway. You went on the other side of the
A lot of
freeway,
PBC haters in the
oncoming
game,
traffic
yo.
with this
Listen,
shit. Like, damn, this nigga screw went on the other side with that shit. Oh shit said, what's up with the Ortiz duck and the AJ smoke? Chance at 3 titles and his highest payday. No excuses. Ortiz is no longer the boogeyman. That's what I'm saying. These niggas getting a boogeyman status stripped, nigga. Stripped from them, bro. And you know what these niggas try to replace their boogeyman status with? The business ain't right. The business ain't right. I'll be like, God damn, here we go. There's another one. You know? So a lot of niggas, man, getting a boogeyman title stripped from them, bro. Just in these last 6 months, man. A lot of 3 cats that I know for sure got their boogeyman title stripped. That boogeyman strap is gone.
who
Spence,
got that? Who? Okay, go ahead. I was gonna
Spence,
ask you who.
gone. That shit's out of there. Done. Wilder, get it out of here. You're done. Ortiz, done. Gone. That's 3 for sure that I know are out the gate.
My boy still got his. The
Who?
boogeyman, top 4 now. You know
Who?
who he is. A lot of niggas gonna jump on the bandwagon. But I'm
Who?
Boo Boo, my nigga Boo Boo. Boo Boo the Boogeyman. That's his new name. Demetrius Andre, Boo Boo the Boogeyman. Triple G don't want to work, and he got a belt. Boo
I
Boo the
don't know.
Boogeyman.
I have to hear what they say in
Boo
the
Boo the
chat about that
Boogeyman.
one. Boo Boo's the boogeyman?
Exactly. Who want to fight him? Nobody's calling him out. Nobody. Only
Mm,
mandatories. That's it. Nobody want him.
okay. I mean, hey, I mean, like I said, I already had no comment. I'm not saying he's not the boogeyman. I'm not saying that, he is, and I mean, whatever, but uh uh-oh, I'm biased on your shit, bro. He says Boo Boo the boogeyman, the guy who pulled out versus Charlo. Wow. Wowzers. He says
He
Boo
pulled
Boo
out
get the
because he was signing with Rock Nation. Everybody know that, man. Come on, man.
uh-oh, but I don't know, bro. He did pull out a fight. I remember when that fight got announced. I was like, what? Because
But
I was
then he
shocked.
was going to sign with Rock Nation, but he was going through that
I
stuff.
was
Everybody know that. Come
I
on,
was
man.
shocked Jamel took the fight, accepted
Exactly.
the fight, and then the nigga, when I heard the fight was off and I found out that Boo Boo pulled out, I was like, Boo Boo pulled out? I was like, whoa,
People
nigga.
going to jump on the back. Yo, I'm gonna have to get an interview. I don't talk a lot of boxing, but I'm gonna start talking to him. I'm gonna get an interview with Boo Boo, man, because people gonna jump on the bandwagon and be like, yeah, he the best now. But listen, man, don't jump on the bandwagon when he become undisputed at 160. Trust me.
He gonna become undisputed, so he gonna beat everybody.
If they fight, yeah, he'll be
Well, he only
gold
gonna
at
need to beat one
160.
guy because by the time he fights for undisputed, it's just gonna, you know what I mean? He
Well,
just
that's
gonna
true.
face
That's
one
true.
guy. So all he gotta do is beat the top guy in the middleweight. That sound like Corey. Hey Corey, your shit
Yeah.
loud as fuck, bro. Let me turn your shit down, bro.
Oh man, my bad, man. Y'all keep talking about my phone, man. Shit.
No, it ain't the phone. It's just the car and shit. Okay, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, I got a little bit of time to talk, but I'm saying though, goddamn, I just can't wait for these fights to get made so we can really talk about these joints. You know what I'm saying? Like I just wanna. I feel like we all just blowing smoke in the air because we don't really know exactly what's gonna happen. To be honest, ain't nothing set in stone. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing signed on the dotted line that we know of. Shit, we don't even know who Anthony Joshua fighting in his fight coming up in June.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That ain't nothing but like a month away. June is right around the corner, Black. That June is not that far away, dog. 4 weeks, 5 weeks tops.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, you know, for him to not even still have an opponent, it's like, how much time you gonna give your opponent? Dude? What the fuck? A
Yeah.
4-week camp?
Do you think that AJ should push his date up, or push it
All
back?
I
Like,
know is, I don't want to see no journeyman in there, man. I don't want to see a dude in there with 3, 4, 5 losses. I don't want to see none of that shit. I
well, how
want to
can you
see a
blame
dude.
AJ though if top guys is turning the fight down? How can we put that
How
blame
can
on
we?
AJ?
How can we put it on the top guys? How we know that motherfucking money ain't right? How we know Eddie Hearn ain't slicking us again?
So it's
Trying to
about we
trying to
back on the
trying to
business part.
hold on. Trying to take some money off the top end again, man. You know what I mean? Because you got to understand, when other fighters come to the table, they're not coming by themselves. They're coming with a lawyer. They're coming with their promoter, their manager. Okay? They're trying to get that. This is supposed to be the biggest payday of their life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because let's be honest. Let's be honest, man. You know, some of these fighters, they don't need Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua at this time needs them. You know what I mean? So pay like you need them. Pay like you need them. Because last I checked, Anthony Joshua's in America with no opponent. He's not in the UK.
I agree with that, Corey, but you
Okay,
also
I
got to
mean,
look at it. He need them too. They need AJ too. It's not like they
it's not
Yeah,
like they're
but
gonna
three
get.
belts is
okay. Oh
leverage,
yeah,
yo.
yeah,
Three
yeah.
belts is leverage.
I understand obviously it's a 50-50, Jalik. But all I'm saying is, can a brother get compensated for 50-50?
That ain't no 50-50 though.
I
AJ
ain't
get
saying
bringing.
it's a 50-50 split. I'm saying like 30-70 or some shit. Like maybe he's not even trying to give that. Maybe he's trying to give 23%
So how
or
much you
something.
think that is deserving to
We
like a
don't know.
Ortiz?
We don't know though.
I'm
We don't
saying to
know, Black.
you, like how much you think to face AJ for all them straps in America, and if he's going to fight in America, how much do you think is deserving for like a Ortiz to face AJ? What do you think would have been a good offer for him to be like, yes, nigga, for sure?
All right.
He starts
Uh
stuttering. What the fuck? Go ahead and speak.
no,
Go
cause
ahead.
I'm trying to think like what's
I
a
just want
good
to know,
number.
like, what would be a
I
good?
like I said earlier.
Because
I'm
people
like,
talking about the offer was a
because
low ball.
because the reason why I'm thinking so hard is because I'm like, because you got to take a lot of shit into accountability, man. Can Luis Ortiz sell? Yes. I'm looking at you guys at home. Can he sell? Hell no. You know what I'm saying?
Luis
Is it?
Ortiz,
Yeah, I don't think he's no top seller. Hell no.
but he's fought in
Yes,
New
he is
York
in New
though.
York. Yes, he will
He's
in New
fought in New
York, my
York
friend.
when he fought Wilder,
It's a
so
lot
they
of
know him.
Cubans and Hispanics. Trust me.
But
That fight
I
would sell
know,
out.
but Cubans and Hispanics are two different things.
Dude, I was at the
So you trying to tell me Mexicans gonna support a Cuban the same way they support
no,
a Mexican?
dude, I was at the
I'm
Wilder and
asking a
Ortiz fight.
question.
Trust
I'm
me.
asking a question.
You
But how
double
you know them
talking,
ain't
man.
for Wilders though?
He's
You
double
double
talking.
talking, man. You trust me. I was at
Double
the
talking.
fight. I'm
How
trying
am
to
I
tell
double
you.
talking? I'm just
I
talking to
was
you, nigga.
at the fight.
Talking
Ortiz,
about double talking.
Ortiz, AJ would sell out quick.
All right,
Trust me.
you was there, dog. That don't mean that shit gonna go down with Anthony Joshua. This is first
Mhm.
fight in America, dog. What you talking about?
So okay, so we back right with the question. What? So you don't think that Ortiz is really gonna sell that much in this particular fight with AJ?
All I'm saying is, you guys, for both of you guys, Jalik the leader and Black Horseman and everybody at home. I'm not saying Luis Ortiz can't sell. I just want to see if he can sell. I want to see if he can, you know what I mean, put on his own main event, because I haven't seen none of that yet. You know what I mean? I haven't seen him headline a card in Madison Square Garden or the Barclays yet. Other than when he fought
Wilder.
Wilder, man. That's it. You know
So
what I mean?
how much you think he
Get the
should be
fuck out of
offered then
here.
for this fight? What would be a fair offer?
I don't know. I don't know because I would say a million or two, but I'm like that might be too low. I don't know. I know he been eating at PVC. I know they
He
telling us
has.
he's making.
If his highest
Listen,
payday is 500,000,
but you gotta understand, dude. He been active as a bitch. He done fought like 4 times this year.
I get
Or
it. But if
less.
he get one payday that can equivalent to 3 or 4 of his fights on PBC, that's good to me. You know, if like just say 2 million. If you got 500,000 to face or Wilder, nigga, that's 4 times that you face Wilder in one fight, and opportunity at 3 straps, and IBO if you want that IBO too. You know what I mean? So I
So
don't know, bro.
how you know that he in that Anthony Joshua fight, if he said one big payday, how you know
You're breaking up, fam. Hey, Corey.
hold on real quick. Hold on.
Yo, somebody need to add anybody that got good service. They need to add Corey to their line, man.
He's
Try to
tripping, bro.
move Corey's number over. Yo, you need new service, man.
He driving, bro. He probably riding through the goddamn your neck of the woods or some shit, nigga. Nigga, Della Woods, nigga, and shit. Yeah, damn. Let me see what y'all talking about. Philly Philnatic says Joshua versus any top heavyweight will sell. Just make the fight. Who cares about who sells more? Now, with the point we're trying to make, would it sell like that in America? It's his first fight in America, so you gotta remember that. Samuel Shaw says Ortiz deserves what Big Baby was getting, plus maybe more because he is taking the fight on short notice, plus he would be saving the body. I don't agree with that. I don't think he deserves more than Big Baby. I don't even know if he just deserves the same amount. I just feel like, man, you should. I'm not saying they pay him nothing. That's not what I'm saying. But if you can get 4 times the amount that you got as than Wilder, say like 2 million, you shouldn't be turning down a fight. Plus the opportunity at 3 straps, bro. Like, come on, man. It's really unbiased. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
I'm unbiased.
Corey was talking way too crazy. I had to jump on here, man. He was
What was he
saying
saying, bro?
this dude just really so we gotta overpay Luis Ortiz to fight for a championship? Like,
I
what?
didn't say you gotta overpay. This nigga Black Horse is asking me questions. Why don't you ask him the same questions, Black? Since you got something to say, Bias.
Okay, so
Go
unbiased.
ahead.
The question I asked him, I said,
Bias.
Nah, it's unbiased. Go
Fuck
ahead.
out of here with that shit.
Go
Oh,
ahead, bro.
shit. All right, man. So the same question I asked him, I said, "What do you think is a fair offer for
Yeah,
Ortiz?"
Bias. What's the fair
So
offer?
let's see.
Fuck out of here.
Ortiz's highest payday was 500K, right? So
Fucking
Fact,
we
fact.
Bob Arum. Fucking
we all
Bob
know
Unbiased. You
that.
can't go by
Corey,
that.
let
That's
him
the
rip. Let him
that's
So
rip,
the
bro.
cheat.
Bob Arum Jr.
so if he's gonna come into this and he's gonna try to be reasonable, I would say he should get what Jarrell Miller was gonna get, which would be 6.5 million.
Mm-hmm.
How do we know
That
that's what he's getting though?
but that's what they initially reported. What they had reported is that he was
Who
getting up
reported
to
that?
Hold on,
Who
Julie. Hold on.
reported that?
Hold on. Go
what
ahead.
they
Go ahead, unbiased.
what was being reported was that he was getting up to offers of
Jared
close
Miller was
to
supposed to get 6.5 though. That
yeah.
was reported. Yeah, but go ahead.
So that's what they were planning on giving him. Listen, if they offered him $4 million, he should take it.
Mm-hmm.
Because and look, who else? Look, when's the next time Luis Ortiz is going to get an opportunity to fight for 3 belts?
Well, unbiased. What about 2? That's 4 times the amount that he got with Wilder. You don't think 2 is enough?
I think 2 is enough too.
And then a shot at 3 belts.
I said 2 though. I said 2, Bias. Fuck you talking
So
about?
I'm
No,
saying
Corey, you didn't
no.
answer. I asked you. I said, "What is a fair offer?" You said
I
you
said
don't know.
1 or 2. I said but I really don't know. I said 1 or 2, but I said I really don't know. So exact word. Rewind that shit back.
I can't, bro. I gotta wait till this live.
All right,
But
well, the
okay.
chat know I ain't lying. And Bias, you were listening in the chat.
Yeah. And you said
You just said the same thing I said.
No,
You
you
said you had a
didn't.
problem with it.
No, because this is what you said. You said,
talking about?
oh,
You
he's
picking
coming
and
on,
choosing.
he's coming on late replacement, so y'all should be giving him more money because Eddie Hearn is known to be lowballing. Now, look, we gotta be.
So you feel like I'm telling you right now that Luis Ortiz should get compensated for fucking taking a fight on a 5-week notice, 4-week notice.
And so
What are you talking about? You're not
your
a fighter.
amount.
You're not a fighter.
I agree, but I'm saying
What
in
are you talking
general.
about?
We shouldn't be overpaying contenders for championship shots. That don't make sense.
How you know what a good price is? You just said 6.5.
Why? But look, let me say this.
Hold on. Let me
Corey.
say this one thing. Unbiased just said he should get paid 6 like 6.8
He should
million
get the
or
same
whatever.
as Miller.
Yeah, but then you're saying you're cool with him getting paid $2 million. You're all over the place.
No.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
See, I said
You're all
I
over
have
the
no
place.
problem with him getting the same amount as Miller for the
You did,
simple
but you
fact
know,
that
Hold
he is
on,
a
Corey.
more.
Corey, let
Hold
it
on,
rip. Let it
Corey.
rip,
For
Corey.
the simple fact that he is more, to me, more of a household name than Miller. He fought Wilder already, so he's more known. So I'd be okay with him getting more or equal as Miller. Now, his highest payday is $500K. Miller has made $500K fighting Dinu. So I'm saying Miller already got Ortiz's highest pay fighting somebody that we don't even rank. So that's what I'm saying. We got to put it.
No, he didn't get Luis Ortiz's highest pay because
He did.
Luis Ortiz's highest pay was the
500,000
was the Wilder fight, and he got back end
Yes.
money that y'all don't
Here
know
we go
about.
with that back end.
I'm
Okay.
being
That's
honest. We all
important.
know.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
all know.
Uh-huh.
We all know
Y'all,
that's the backstory.
you agree with this back end
I'm
shit,
being
So-
bro?
honest.
Nah, that
Y'all
shit
guys
real,
don't know
though.
shit about
Yo,
business boxing.
How much
So
is
let-
it?
back end money.
How much is it?
Y'all
How much is it?
motherfuckers
How much is it?
know,
Corey.
man.
Hey, Corey, since you know, how much is it?
I know it's more than 500,000.
Nah, you don't know. Where are the receipts? Where are the receipts? Show us the
Where
receipts.
the receipts?
Where's the sources?
Where's the receipts?
Where's the sources? Exactly.
Where's the
You
receipts
don't
at?
have the sources. You don't have the
You
receipts. So
sound crazy.
what you're doing is speculating. I'm not going by speculation. I'm not going by speculation. I'm gonna go down what's written on paper. What's written on paper is 500K. What you're talking about is the back end. We don't know that.
He was getting paid, and then he was getting back end money too.
How much was it? How much was that? How much was it?
Obviously, you never enclose the back end money, you crazy ass dude.
Okay, so then you don't. So you're speculating.
Fuck out of here.
Are you speculating then?
I'm not speculating.
Okay, so then what's the number?
The money's there.
Then what's the number? What's the number then?
I know there's money there.
What's the number then?
Bob Arum Jr. I don't know the number.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here with that.
So you speculating.
Fuck out of here, man.
So let's
Bob Arum Jr.
All right, time out. Let's leave the back end money out of this shit because don't nobody know what back end money is. It don't even sound right. I don't even like hearing back end money. That sounds like some weird shit, Pause. But anyhow, man. So what's on paper is he got 500,000 as his highest payday versus Deontay Wilder. So the fact remains. How much is enough to unify to get 3 straps, man? Opportunity at 3 straps.
What you think it should be, Jaleel the leader?
I think he should take. So at this stage, whatever he's taking is going to be his career high payday, 4 million, 5 million. I think he should do it because he's going to get the 3 belts, 4, 5 million. Yeah, but I agree with you on that.
That's the thing about it, man. It's more than just the money in this situation. We're talking about if he wins. I mean, he ain't got to be worried about trying to top
exactly.
He ain't got to be worried about trying to top his previous payday. The payday is gonna come to him. Niggas gonna be chasing.
He should take the fight.
And you know what's crazy, man? If he turns this down and go ahead and fight Wilder for pay-per-view, and it fails, bro. Honestly, his career has been guided wrong.
But biased boxing talk.
His career's been guided wrong, bro.
Bias is a PBC hater,
biased boxing talk. Who's to say that the Anthony Joshua fight ain't gonna fail? You're just banking on it that it's gonna do all these.
Man, listen,
numbers.
AJ. It don't matter if you're looking at it from a business point. AJ's gonna get paid regardless. Ortiz, on the other hand, he can't get that kind of money fighting on the pay-per-view with Wilder. He just can't. That's the difference. That's the smart part about business.
How do you know that he can't?
You're not understanding because look how much.
How much you?
Hey, I understand the business bias.
Okay, so then why are you trying to tell me that Ortiz would not you actually? Who just said that? Jaleel, you just said that. How do I know that Ortiz won't make more money with AJ?
Yeah, you don't know, dog. What you mean? Bob Arum fighters don't get.
He said he won't make more. Wait, hold on. What'd you say, Jaleel?
Niggas don't know, like people don't realize when you work for the Bob Arum, he take away like a lot of your.
We're not talking about Bob Arum.
I'm telling you, this nigga keep freaking Bob Arum in this shit, bro.
But check this out. You gotta talk about it because a lot of people don't realize. On the thing. I
How
still
the
fight
hell
them.
you
Whatever
just
they say
about
they
Arab?
make.
You keep jumping on some
Hey, look,
oncoming traffic on the
y'all
other side of the
PBC hating
freeway.
ass niggas. Look, y'all PBC hating ass niggas. Look, what they say on the belt sheet is not all that they make. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's back end money.
Man.
Even Mike Copper just
So
said it.
even with
He
back end
even
money,
said it.
you think that
Yeah.
he's going to make more than AJ?
No.
We don't know, but also too is
Oh
every
no.
time it's okay. Let me ask you
Oh,
this.
geez.
Let me ask you this, Black. You're a businessman, right? If somebody actually offer you extra $50,000 to work for them, are you going to do it just because it's more money? You get more freedom by working by yourself. So everything that isn't down to exact money.
Bro, they're
Yes,
not
some
working
people
by
got to take less
themselves.
money to have themselves because they do have the freedom of Al Heyman, who they feel
They don't
supports
have
them.
freedom. They don't have the
You get
freedom.
what I'm saying?
You are lying to yourself. If
So,
Wilder has the freedom,
unbiased.
if Wilder has the
Unbiased. Who your
freedom,
favorite
how
Oh
fighter?
come he
You
didn't
AJ,
take
right?
$120 million?
Unbiased. Who your favorite fighter?
How
Who your
come he didn't
favorite
take the
fighter?
$120 million if
Who
he
your
has
favorite
freedom?
fighter?
How come he
Unbiased.
didn't take it, bro?
We're asking who favorite fighters are now? What the hell?
And
No,
answer
because everything he always justify everything. He always
what?
hating on PBC, but
No, I'm
anytime
not.
that he do other business shady stuff, he always say, "Okay, it's good." They be lying, but it's
Yo.
cool.
Hey,
You
so
gotta you
Jalik, let
gotta
me
keep
ask
the
you a
same
question. Are
energy.
you just upset that we're talking about a PBC fighter and then you trying to
Yes.
turn it into like we're hating on PBC because these niggas is really ducking? A lot of
Yeah.
these niggas are really ducking. Did he look? We can talk about real facts, okay? This ain't got nothing to do with hating on who. We can talk about facts. The nigga Ortiz was talking cash shit, nigga, about how this nigga's a pussy. AJ would never fight him. He'll fight the nigga for $5, $10 for free. All of
Yep.
this shit. Is this right or wrong? Or are we making this shit up?
He said
So
all that.
okay, the nigga know that. So at the end of the day, this ain't us hating on PBC. We just stating the facts. And so when the opportunity arises for you to face the nigga that you said is a pussy, and then you pussy out, you gotta get the smoke. You gotta get the smoke.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crickets. It's crickets. Just saying, like, y'all niggas gotta stay focused. This ain't got nothing to do with Bob Arum right now, top rank. We know this nigga probably do some fuck shit with his fighters or fuck up business deals. I know y'all want to bring up Fury and all this shit, but when we talking about fighters that's talking about how they'll fight for little or nothing, and they want the opportunity at greatness and being the best, fighting the best, unifying, undisputed, and then the opportunity comes, and then they duck. They fucking duck, and then they talk about, oh, the business ain't right. Like, nigga, which one is it, bro? Like,
It's
it just seems like the money gets thrown in there when y'all want to defend these niggas.
yep.
That's what
Hey,
happens.
and also it's crazy because Jaleel just said they got all this freedom, but Spencer's came out saying that he's loyal to Fox and Showtime, so he's not fighting on any other network. So therefore, that freedom that don't exist, bro.
And
It's
you know
it's,
why?
it's fictional.
When they say that shit is when the boogeyman start getting chased. Then they want to start talking about the business ain't right. They want to talk about how loyal they are to one side of the street. This is just a pattern that I've noticed on the PBC side. So this ain't got shit to do. I don't give a fuck about taking no sides or nothing. I'm just talking about the fighters. I want to see the best face the best, and I see the same fucking excuse come from particularly one side the most, and that is the PBC side. So sorry I hurt a lot of y'all feelings, but that's just what I noticed. You know,
Right. I mean, look, I said it before. I think Ortiz should take this. This will be his highest career earning payday. Also, a shot to win the 3 belts. Look, if he goes in there and he beats AJ, then he could go and unify with Wilder, and that'll be a bigger fight at that point because you just beat the guy that everybody perceives as number 1 at heavyweight. So, you know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. It's actually a contradiction if people keep claiming that it's all about business and money, then not fighting the cash cow of the heavyweight division. How does that make any sense if it's about business and money?
Yeah.
That don't make sense. And people got to put some respect on AJ's position because if we look at Floyd Mayweather and his percentage splits with the guys he was fighting, it was bad. Look at Floyd. Yeah, Floyd fought. Who did he fight? He fought Maidana, right? He got 32 million. Maidana got 3 million.
I mean, he fought Guerrero. I think that was like, he
32. Yeah, exactly. 32 million, and Guerrero got 3 million.
That's like crazy, man. And the niggas is complaining and bitching about these crazy numbers now, like as if these niggas are not even Floyd. Floyd put in mad work to be able to put himself in position, and them niggas had no problem, and they were still getting career high paydays and was getting far less than what Floyd was getting because he was the guy. So I mean, I don't know, man. These dudes, like I say, they only want to bring up money when they trying to protect their favorite fighter. But when their favorite guy is chasing the other guys down, they want to call the niggas pussy, he ducking and all this shit. They don't want their favorite guys to be called the same shit though. But hey, look, niggas gonna get called that shit on my platform, man, for real. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let it be known. Boxman said he should accept anything over 1 million since he's getting the opportunity to win 3 belts. Just what I think. I mean, hey, I see majority of y'all looking like he should take this fight. And there's many other channels that agree. Like this guy should have definitely took that fight. And the thing about it, if he wasn't really talking all that shit, then it wouldn't really be this much of a backlash that he would be getting, you know. But yeah, man, you know that shit is a duck to me. This is
a lot of these boogeyman's turning into businessmen or money
yep.
men, man. It's crazy.
That's just the facts. These guys be acting like they so tough and they chasing these guys, but it just seems like when they start getting chased, then I got to hear all this business talk. The business ain't right. Oh, well, you know, Eddie this, Eddie that, or Bob Arum this, Bob Arum that. It's just like, okay, man, here we go. You know what I mean? But when it's y'all's favorite guy doing the most talking and doing the chasing, you know, then y'all want to put all the heat on the other guy. You know what I mean? So dude's not consistent. They're not consistent. Summer Shaw says, if Ortiz takes 2 million, who is going to pocket the remaining 4.5 million that is left on the table? Obviously the A side, right?
Yeah. That's how it works.
That's pretty much how it works, I think, you know. Should we just give the whole purse to Ortiz?
That's what I'm saying.
For free? What kind of shit is this, y'all? Like, y'all gotta make it make sense. You know, that's just like Floyd giving Guerrero the fucking lion's share of the purse just to get that nigga opportunity. I deserve this lion's share of the money because I'm giving you the opportunity to fight me, even though you're the champion. Like, what? Like, it don't make sense. Y'all gotta make this shit make sense for me. So of course, if Ortiz takes 2 million, of course the rest of the lion's share is gonna go to AJ. Let's see. He says it's all about the business and money. Red Glove Militant says ain't no freedom with promoters. There are restrictions. Boxing Monster says, dog, let's just look at the facts. Wilder turned down the most money he would have ever made. Ortiz just ducked. Spence, Porter Garcia, Keith, Pacquiao have all ducked recently. I mean, this is just facts. I'm seeing a lot of ducking going on the PBC side, you know. And I had to add, and this is coming from a guy who is an Ortiz fan. Okay, but I'm not gonna fucking be fake and act like this nigga wasn't saying all the shit that he was saying about how you fight him for, you know, little to no money, you know, and how this motherfucker would never fight you and he a pussy and all of this shit, and then the opportunity comes and you talking about it's a lowball offer. I'm just saying, as far as I'm concerned, the nigga offer you $500 and you duck the shit, nigga. Well, hey, you talking about you fight for $10 for free. So it ain't really about legacy, it ain't about straps. It's just about a lot of these guys is using this tough guy talk to, I guess, get a lot of casual fans and people. Because it seems like, man, a lot of fans gravitate to guys who look like the Debo, like they bullying niggas and shit, you know. And a lot of these guys ain't even proved that they the best in their weight classes. They ain't never unified. But because they have this persona, like niggas are scared of them, a lot of fans gravitate to them, you know. Especially if they can knock somebody out, you know, they got a lot of KOs and they undefeated, shit like that. That helps to build up their casual fan base.
Right. That's why Jalik gravitate towards a lot of these guys, man.
Jalik's casual.
I wish I wasn't at the work. Y'all
He's on mute now. There he is.
According to y'all, listen, according to y'all have to sign with a promoter that appears to have the highest deal or it's a duck. You can't, it doesn't work like that, Black. You know that.
Say again?
Be a duck. Just because Water didn't sign with the zone, that don't make it a duck, dog. He already was fighting Brazil. They gonna fight in the fall.
So okay, so that same logic you can use for AJ, right? Just because AJ didn't sign to fight with PBC on Showtime, the pay-per-view, the first time when he was offered 50 million, it don't work like that then, right? Is that what you're saying?
Not, they was negotiating at the time.
Look at
that. I'm saying, y'all niggas not consistent, bro. Y'all niggas not consistent, bro. That's it. You are revealing your own bias, bro.
I don't have bias towards
It's
none
the
of
same
them.
shit.
But y'all gotta call it across the board. You can't just continuously say one
We
thing
are.
and
That's the
keep it.
thing.
Y'all not
That's
doing
what
that.
we're
Y'all not.
doing.
bro.
Y'all not doing that. Y'all not talking about Fury. You're not talking about everybody else. You only bring up Al Heyman, Al Heyman. But
No, what you mean?
I'm
I
the other
just talked. I
part.
just gave you the point that AJ duck. I said AJ duck Wilder and Wilder duck AJ. They both ducked each other. But I said the most recent duck was Wilder. He got offered more money, right? More money than what they offered AJ initially. Either way you want to slice it, it's still a duck. But you want to give Wilder a pass. You said no, they were negotiating. Nigga, was it a duck? Okay.
How was it a duck? Yo, hey Black. Let me ask you this. How was it a duck when Tyson Fury just ducked him and then he said he had to fight Brazil next? How was
But
that a duck?
we're not talking about Tyson Fury though. That's
But
the
he
Tyson
was
thing.
about
Fury
to fight
is Tyson Fury is not a unified champion, bro. And we all know
Tyson
that
Fury.
unifications trump mandatories. We know
But
that.
they were supposed to fight the rematch, right? And Tyson Fury ducked, and then the next thing you know,
Okay, so
PBC said he got to fight
let's just
Brazil.
play that game. So Fury is more of a higher priority than AJ.
No.
I'm not saying that. I'm
Why are
saying that
you
they was
acting like that's such a priority? Like that's well because he was supposed to fight Fury in the rematch. Okay, it didn't happen. We move on. So if
okay. So now he has to
unification
fight his
undisputed is
WBC.
right
He
there,
got to fight
shouldn't
his
that
mandatory. He has
oh
to fight his
so
mandatory,
so
and then
mandatories
if he don't
trump undisputed.
listen, Homeboy already was set to fight anyway. Homeboy was set to fight in June already too. They
So
wasn't
what he
set
was
to
going to
fight
get?
next.
So was Deontay Wilder going to get stripped if he was going to make the fight with AJ or something?
No.
AJ wasn't trying to make the fight next. It wasn't planned for
Oh
that.
my
It was
god,
planned for him to fight his American debut, then fight next. You get what I'm saying? So
bro,
now the
that's not true, bro. That's not true, bro. Like I said, you a PBC defender. That's what you are, bro.
nah, you not.
We, you
You
know,
be hating. You
you
got a
heard
little
the
hating
defenders.
PBC blade blood.
You are a PBC defender, sir. You ain't
Nah,
gonna
I'm not
call it all the
defending.
way
I'm
across
not
the board.
defending.
AJ was trying to make the fight. He turned the fight down. You know, come on, bro. Let's stop. Let's stop with the madness. But anyhow, we know what it is. You look. You try to use reverse psychology, saying that niggas is PBC haters when really you're a PBC protector, fam. That's really what it is.
Nah, no, I'm
You
not.
don't want to
No,
call it
I'm
like it
not.
really is, and it's all good.
No, I'm
It's all
not.
good. It's many of y'all. It's many. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, even though I like Ortiz, you know what I mean? It's fighters that I like that might be on the PBC side, but when they start fucking ducking and they're not trying to fight top competition, they gonna get the smoke from me. And he just been added to the PBC Duck squad. He's on there. You know what I mean? He's definitely on that squad now. So
First, I would like to thank Al Heyman for giving me this opportunity to say.
exactly. Thank your Godfather for sending you through, nigga. But that shit didn't work. Tell him he got to send some
Yeah.
better niggas with that shit, with that facts, nigga. They got to be more thorough with it. Telling you.
You Heyman Jr. Call me
Heyman
Bob
Jr.
Jr.
He said you Bob Jr. and Malik Heyman Jr. with the boots.
Yeah.
With the boots on. Let's see. Boxing Monster says technically AJ got a generic email, not even a valid offer to Eddie Hearn. At least Wilder's offer was from the zone to Finkel and Heyman. Would you?
Yeah.
I don't know. What'd you say about that, Jalik?
We're gonna see when the fight happen in the fall.
Okay.
We're gonna
Yeah.
see the fight
Yeah.
is gonna happen this fall. Everybody know that.
Okay. So when it don't happen, what you gonna say then? Are you gonna still
Now
be
that's the duck. Then that would be considered a duck then, but not right now.
Yeah, but he's talking
well,
about fighting Ortiz after Brazil
yeah,
on pay
you
per
just
view.
right. You got to look at
Who said
everything.
that? Who said he's fighting
Well,
Ortiz?
that's what Ortiz.
Ortiz, that's his
Yeah,
excuse
yeah.
that he's already been guaranteed a fight in the fall with Wilder.
Y'all gonna see, man. Y'all gonna see when the
Yeah,
fight happens.
we see what it really.
Yo, just say
Y'all
You
gotta
can
see.
run, but you can't hide.
Julie, let's be honest, bro. It's just not in PVC's best interest to unify with another network. Let's call it what it is. They don't want the belts to leave the PBC's network, so they don't want to unify. That's what it is.
How's the belts gonna leave the network? How is that
Because
gonna
if
leave?
Spence fights Crawford, that belt is gone. If Thurman fights Crawford, that belt is gone. Right? And in my opinion, I know you guys might not agree, but I think AJ beats Wilder. I don't think they want to risk losing the belts, which gives them financial stability to other networks. That's just my opinion. They want the in-house fights, just like any other promoter would want. And let's be real, PBC, they have almost all the belts for a lot of the weight classes besides like middleweight and 175. So it's just smart to do it that way. I see it. but also they don't want to risk losing the belts. Essentially, that's why I think.
How are they gonna risk losing the belts? AJ gonna get stopped, and then I
Okay.
think Earl gets.
So if they so
How is that a
confident,
risk? A
bro,
lot of
it should be easy, bro. It should
Exactly.
but
be
that's what I'm
an easy
saying.
deal.
Negotiation, man. Y'all forget everything
No,
Eddie
you
Hearn
got more
ever said. He be
confidence than
lying.
they do.
He be
Right.
lying. Y'all just automatically believe Eddie Hearn now.
Casual fans,
Y'all forget,
casual
man.
fans be having so much more heart than these niggas that's actually about to get in there. Or won't get in there, excuse me, because these niggas not
They
getting
offer
in
and
there.
it's deeper than that. Like
Oh,
you get
okay.
tired of negotiating with niggas, man.
It's a whole lot of
Water,
mystery when it comes to this PBC back end money. It's a lot deeper. Well, damn, how
Yeah.
deep does the rabbit hole go? God damn it.
Yo, for real, bro. I swear, PBC defectors, the defenders always be bringing up imaginary stuff. Oh, you don't know the back end money. I'm like, okay, do you?
We
hey
don't know,
yo,
No.
we
listen,
don't know how him it is.
hey
We don't know about
hey,
the
I'm
back
button.
end money. We don't
You
know about
know,
all kind of shit what y'all be talking about. Y'all got some old goddamn mysterious Disneyland shit. I'm like, God damn, boy. When
Hey
y'all
Black,
niggas come
what
with
you
some
can call it? Listen, you already battled a nigga, and he botted you. I
nah,
felt
he ain't
bad
body
for
me,
you.
bro. You
You
thought
botted
you
that
just
nigga
wanted him to
Cam
body
botted
me
you. Nah, you
so
lost.
that
He
way,
said
so
talking
that
straight to
way,
you.
what is he doing? He deflecting what he's doing?
he is
Nah,
deflecting.
Blue Blood bodied this nigga on
Blue Blood was
IG. Blue
screaming. This is
Blood
what
Cam
Blue Blood
nigga.
was
Blue
screaming.
Blood
Blue Blood
crushed
was
this
just
nigga.
screaming, bro. Screaming, saying that the video wasn't about AJ, but when I played the video, they were literally talking about AJ. So he bodied himself with that whole point. He didn't want me to talk, so he just kept screaming. That's how he
Corey,
debates.
Corey, you need to jump back on. Like, I don't even agree with this statement. He says biased boxing talk is a PBC hater. You got Spence and Thurman losing to Crawford and AJ beating Wilder. Biased. How is that biased? Somebody can just believe that Crawford is better than Spence and Thurman, and somebody can believe that AJ is going to beat Wilder. Does that mean that that's biased, or that just mean that that's what you believe?
Hey Corey, I think that Kovalev beats Better Beef. They're both on ESPN. Am I biased then?
Come on, man. What the hell, Corey? That don't make somebody biased. Like, hey, I think Crawford has a good chance of beating Spence and Thurman. Does that make me a PBC hater? Does that make me biased to top rank, uh or if I said I actually don't know if Wilder can beat AJ or if AJ can beat Wilder. I just want to see it. The whole thing about it is we want to see these fights. It seems like a lot of y'all is making excuses for why the fight shouldn't happen, and y'all got to talk all this mystery shit, all this mystery man shit. Whereas it's just like, man, do these niggas want to fight or not? I pay attention to the fighters, like the energy. These niggas don't keep the same energy. When the fight is right there on the table, then they change up. They change up. I'll be like, wow, what happened? What happened to that energy? So all this shit was just an act. This was just a show. Act like you the most scariest tough guy out here. And then the opportunity come for you to prove the shit. Then the niggas is talking about, well,
The back end money.
right. Business money. The business ain't right. Joe says if AJ is easy work, let Ortiz take the fight. Then PBC gets the undisputed fight with Wilder and Ortiz in the fall. Hey, we on the same page, Joe. We on the same page, right? Because I feel like if they was extremely confident they was gonna get the win, you would even sacrifice taking less money because you know you're gonna come back with them straps. But I think these guys is worried about losing. When guys is worried about losing, they want to make sure that when they fight, that they getting a tremendous amount of money, and almost indescribable amount of money, goddamn 9 figures or some shit, because they like, fuck, I'm gonna lose my O, and this might be it. Might be the last. When you think about losing, I think that's when fighters start talking about business shit. Get all super deep in the business and turn it down, big amounts of money and shit. Niggas trying to hold on to they O and milk these little 3 and 4 millions. And it's a lot of guys, man. I feel that um that's not interested in unifying and undisputed because of the risk that comes with it. And they like not only just the money that they getting. For some guys, it's not really all the way about the money. Some of them is they want to be able to maintain that status. Some people love being a celebrity. So when you get your ass beat, is anybody checking for Jamel right now? See what I'm saying?
Nah.
Like, that's the thing about it. A lot of these guys like the fact that they can remain in the company of the superstars and shit like that. Well, if you're not no champion, motherfuckers is like, hey, didn't you just lose? Why you hanging out with us, bro? Hey, go up top. Go up top. This is this is for the elite. This is the elite section right here. You know. So some people don't want to be hanging out, have that type of a cloud over their head that I've lost to this guy. My O is gone because it's too many guys more concerned about maintaining a certain public status and image rather than get in there and risk everything against a top dog and possibly lose, and then you're not the guy no more. Nobody
But
checks.
so Samuel Shaw is saying the back end money is what a traditional promoter would get, which is around 30 to 33% or more, but most of the percentage goes to the fighter since they consider themselves their own promoter. Okay, I mean that's fine, but what do you think Ortiz is really getting on the back end? What's 30% of 500,000?
And what kind of a promoter is Ortiz?
Exactly.
Other than you talking about after the fight he beats on his chest and then he gets a translator.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I mean, it's
Let
not
me
like
ask you this: how much do y'all think Earl got for the Mikey fight? Because it was reported he got five. His bout sheet was five. How much money you think he made off the Mikey Garcia fight?
well, you said we know he got 5, right? Is that what he got?
That was the base, 5 million. Him and
Hey,
Mikey, and then yeah, plus
I
people.
mean, you work for Al Heyman, so you let us know, bro.
Nah, I'm just thinking what y'all think, because if y'all going by the bout sheets, that's the bout sheets. But we all know that he probably made like almost 20.
One thing about us, I'm not over here acting like I know. You
Wait,
didn't.
you said he almost made 20 million? Nah, no.
Who said that?
That's what Jaleel just said.
So he got 15 million back end money. That's what you saying?
No, the back end money wouldn't be more money than
That's what Jaleel is saying for real.
That's what he just said.
Word on the streets is he got over 20.
According to who?
That's word on the streets.
Nah, see, this is what I'm talking about with PBC defenders. You see that? So we got to believe the word on the street. We got to believe what imaginary person is telling
So okay,
you.
do you think he made
Like
10 million?
no,
Do you think he made
no.
15 million? If you do that many pay-per-views and sell
I would
40
say
tickets in Dallas, you don't think
I
he
would
made
say 10
10 million?
million. I'd say
Plus
10 mil.
international rights.
10 million
Okay,
sounds
so he made
more.
15
10
million.
million.
So 15 to 20 is okay. So he made 15 million, but according to the bout sheet, he made 5. That's what I'm saying. The back end money. Y'all
And
talking about the
and
money, but y'all don't take everything into consideration.
And Joe just made a good point. Pay-per-view money, the cable and satellite companies take 50% off top. So
Corey Lee says, I got to handle some business. I'll be back on tomorrow. There's a reason why his name is unbiased. Drops Mike. Peace, y'all. No doubt. You know what I'm saying? We'll see you back tomorrow. Trav says, Jalik, why wouldn't I believe Eddie? Is Al coming out and saying anything different?
hey,
Boxing
Corey's so tight because he picked Mikey. Listen, it's not my fault you picked Mikey, bro. I don't know how you thought he was gonna win that fight, but it's okay.
He got mad at me when I brought that shit up. He was talking about, yeah, nigga. And I said, what about Mikey though? What about that Mikey pick? You didn't like that one. Boxing Monster says Errol Spence just turned businessman. Funny to watch the metamorphosis of these new fighters in 2019. That's all I'm saying, man. When real competition come around, these guys is a total metamorphosis. They're not talking. Now I can see if these guys originally, when they talking all this talk, they saying like, you know what? If I get this amount of money, then yeah, I'm willing to fight anybody. But these guys ain't talking all that business talk before the fight. They just saying guys are scared of me, they ducking me. The guys step up to the plate, and then they want to get all business, suit and tie and shit. So at the end of the day, man, the ones that do the most talking, them the ones that put all the heat on their damn self.
Hey, also, I gotta give Jalik some more smoke because Jalik was over here the other day praising Lomachenko, saying that he wants to smoke with everybody, but now he's saying that Bob Arum is a liar and what he says isn't true. So which one is it, Jalik?
Bob Arum and Lomachenko is two different people.
No, but Bob Arum promotes Lomachenko.
So what?
Okay. So now what? So what?
Where are you from?
Where
where was you born at? Where was you born at?
No, let's stick to Lomachenko and Bob Arum.
Where was you born?
Where was you born at?
Where was you born at?
Hold on, Jalik.
Let's stick to Lomachenko and Bob Arum. That's his promoter, right?
Black Horseman.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. You from LA, right? Is the Raiders Los Angeles Rams your favorite football team, or you like the Steelers?
What?
I like the Steelers. What's your point, bro? Then he drops Mike. I guess. What the hell?
Yo, what?
What the hell is going with that? Yeah, I like the Steelers. I'm from LA. I don't know what your point. Let's see. Joe says, remember with pay-per-view money, the cable and satellite companies take 50% off the top. Damn. Boxing Monster says, where was you born at?
Yeah. So you can't generalize somebody. Lomachenko is his own man. Lomachenko been chasing Mikey for years, man. Y'all know that. And
Oh
like I said,
man.
black favorite team is the Steelers, even though he's from LA. So you can't just say just because this person is from here that they gotta like this. Just because he signed with Bob Aaron don't mean he acts exactly like Bob Aaron. Lomachenko is kind of like a
I didn't
boogeyman,
see how
but
you made
I
that.
took him off the list
Yeah,
because don't
I
be
didn't
biased.
understand that one, but
I didn't either,
But
bro.
basically, you're just trying to generalize. How you gonna say Lomachenko is
Bob
better
Aaron
just because he's with Bob
promotes.
Arum?
Bob
So
Aaron
what? What that got to do with
promotes
Lomachenko?
Lomachenko.
Lomachenko is his own man.
He gets the matchmaking for Lomachenko. He promotes him, make sure that he gets the fights that he wants. But you're saying that Lomachenko is the boogeyman in that situation against the PBC fighter who is Mikey Garcia. But when I use it in the way for Anthony Joshua and Ortiz, you got a problem with it. And you're saying we
That's
shouldn't. You say we shouldn't believe Eddie Hearn, but we should believe Al Haymon. Do you
Mm.
see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying now?
Damn,
that's
Glick.
not the same thing, man. That's not the
Oh,
same thing, bro. Y'all,
Oh, okay. It's not the same now. Okay. Right.
damn. Wow, bro. Well,
so
it's been a good show, man.
listen, man.
That's crazy. Them buyers will come in on the like the tail end of that shit, bro. That
Unbiased
shit
is
crazy, bro. And be
listen.
on you niggas neck.
Unbiased is the
Yeah.
type of dude that he get in the battle, he lose, and he got all these excuses, just like certain boxers.
He said
he
you lost
always
the battle, bro.
he always has some excuses, and he keep
Uh-huh.
going. He never admit nothing.
Yeah, you kind of lost it with the LA and the Steelers analogy. I was like, what the? But
So basically, you can't
He
just
tried
you
though. He
can't
tried.
basically Lomachenko and Bob Arum, you can't put them in the same bracket. Lomachenko is his own man. You can't say because what Bob done, he been chasing Mikey when he was at 130. He been chasing Mikey.
okay, so you been chasing Mikey. Okay. I'm just trying to
Yeah, that's what I
understand.
was basically saying.
Like,
I don't know what you. I don't know why he brung that up though. I don't know why unbiased bring that up.
yeah, but so AJ is chasing like Ortiz, he's chasing Wilder. So should we be mad at Eddie? Like, I mean, I don't,
How's he
niggas.
chasing him though?
He's
How?
offering them fights. He's
Yeah, he's
offering
offering
them
them fights,
fights.
and matter of fact, he's in on American soil. Like he's letting it be known, like nigga, I'm here. Anytime a nigga show up, bro, like he left, he crossed the pond, bro. He came over here. Don't you see that? Like y'all, a lot of y'all like to talk about chess moves. Like that's a chess move, bro. He already in America, bro. He already been going to American media platforms, doing these interviews, talking about the fight, promoting it. Wilder
I'm
not.
I'm
Wilder
I'm
not trying to promote the fight because
I'm
he don't
just
want the fight.
I'm glad Jalik is not like the usual PBC defenders that you talk to, where they're like, "Oh, he don't even need him anymore. He
Yeah,
bigger than him." So I'm
starve
glad.
him out, starve him.
I'm glad Jalik actually still wants to fight. So I respect Jalik for that.
Do we?
I
Julie, do
mean,
you still want to see
Say
that
that
fight?
again. Say that again. Say that
Do
again.
you actually still want to see the Wilder AJ fight? And like,
I'm the one
what's the
calling that
time?
it's gonna happen in the fall. I've been saying it's gonna happen in
So,
the fall. Y'all gonna see.
but okay, so that's gonna come around. That's right around the corner. So if the fight does not happen in the fall, will
Then
you?
we gotta see what happens. We gotta see all the stories.
No,
I can't just say
I'm asking you,
Wilder
fam.
duck.
So would you say it's a duck if Wilder does not face Joshua in the fall?
But what did Joshua say he doesn't want? Do y'all remember when Barry Hearn said they wanted to fight in 2020 or they don't care if it happens?
yeah, but
He said it.
we seen AJ, send contracts or try to get the fight like previously though, like recently. So
What's the time frame that you willing to
Next fight.
give? Like,
Next fight.
what if okay, so but basically, if Wilder, right, and Ortiz is telling you, because really Ortiz ducking really revealed a lot. Like he exposed Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people was paying attention.
Ortiz? Wow. Okay.
Yes, he did. He exposed Wilder because he said that he's already been guaranteed a fight this year. Next.
Y'all gotta read that statement again. I didn't see that.
So with that being said, you know, if you turn it down, opportunity at multiple straps to face the guy you already fought and lost to, got stretched, to face a guy with one belt. And I get it, y'all on the same side of the street. I don't know what he gonna get. Y'all like to talk about this mysterious back end money shit. But if Wilder is gonna face Ortiz over facing Anthony Joshua for undisputed, do you consider that a dub, Julie?
I gotta see all the facts, man. That's what you gotta see. You gotta see all the facts. But if Wilder,
No.
It's
if
impossible.
it comes out,
Some
look,
people.
check this out, Black. If it comes out that Wilder turned down the thing in their next fight when both of them don't have a fight and the fight doesn't happen, I say that's a duck. But
I'll
you
tell
gotta
you like
look at
this,
all the
bro.
facts.
By the end of
You gotta
this
look at all the
year,
facts.
you're gonna be on our team. Trust me. Trust me. Because you're gonna get tired of the
Okay.
bullshit too. You know, you're gonna get tired of the ducking. You just got the I don't know, you got the bifocal zone, but you got like some shit covering it. Like you're not really seeing the shit for what's really going on that side, you know. Um
Hey,
I mean, go ahead, bro.
let me just ask Jalik something real quick. Jalik, so the Wilder versus Ortiz fight, who did you have winning the fight before?
I had it close. I
You
had
had
it close. I said Ortiz had a real good chance, and I was in there. It
a
was an
real good
amazing fight.
chance. Whoa.
I went in. Ortiz is there. I don't know
Wilder
what
and
you said
Ortiz?
exactly.
Who did
Yeah,
you
I was
have
like,
winning the fight?
You
I
know,
said Ortiz. I said Ortiz
you
is
talking about
cool.
before the fight was made?
Yeah, I
No,
said
no, no,
Ortiz
no.
might win.
I'm talking about during the fight. Like, who did you have up on the cards?
Oh,
Oh,
it was
Ortiz was
close.
winning.
Nah,
Ortiz
we
was
had it
winning.
close. We had it close in person. We had it like whoa, and then the
I
momentum was
had
leaning.
Ortiz up 2 rounds.
Yeah, the momentum was leaning towards Ortiz way, and I thought he was there, but he got a little anxious. Now
So
I said he shouldn't have went for the knockout.
my question is for like Luis Ortiz, just as for business and also just as a fighter. Why would you want to go back into that and also not make the amount of money that you would make with AJ? Because
We don't know. Like
I thought Ortiz was winning the fight, but on the cards, Ortiz was behind. I think it was like what 3 or 4 rounds. So how? I mean, that don't to me that don't make sense. I
when
wouldn't want
Black,
to risk that again. Also
check
get
this
paid
out.
less. I don't know.
Let me ask let me ask you this. Do you think there's a problem with PEDs in boxing? Do you think so?
So
So
you
if
asking?
we
Oh, you talking
both
about?
of y'all, you think it's a problem with PEDs in
Come
boxing?
on, bro. You know we bang
And
Vada
but
or not over here.
okay, exactly. So if Vada is catching this nigga, we don't know. We don't know what all these other fighters is doing. So Homeboy is in a clean boxing program. So maybe who knows? It only takes 24 hours for HGA to get out your system. We don't know. I
Oh,
hope
is that
Ortiz
what
is
you're saying?
clean.
Oh, okay, I
I
got you.
don't know. That's what I'm saying. I
Okay,
don't know
okay,
why he
okay.
turned it down. That's what I'm trying to say.
So
I
you
said that at the
saying
beginning.
Ortiz?
I
So that's
don't
what you saying
know.
Ortiz possibly turned it down because of
We
PEDs,
don't
maybe?
know. We don't know. That's what I'm saying. Because if they caught Miller, they ain't gonna risk their reputation to get caught neither. We don't know.
It makes it even
PEDs is
worse,
prevalent
man.
in boxing.
It makes it even worse. That's
I
even
mean,
worse.
That's I hope Ortiz is clean, man. I like Ortiz is one of my favorites, but I'm thinking that doesn't even make sense for that's a bad business. That's a bad financial advice for even Al Heyman. That messes up his own company. If you can get Ortiz with 3 belts, that doesn't even seem right. That's what I'm saying. I think it's more on Ortiz, but yeah, I don't know what's up with that. It's weird to me.
well, I mean, bad business is the not taking $120 million too. I mean, that's kind of bad business too. I'm just saying, but I
Mm.
mean, I could be hopeful, and hopefully we could get that fight, at the fall of this year, maybe, hopefully, but it doesn't seem like it. But I'll be hopeful with you, Jalik. But once it doesn't happen, then you step on this side to read this. This is the reality side over here. This is where we're at.
Now y'all be hating on PBC a little bit. A
Oh
little
my
bit y'all
See,
do. Y'all
look,
do just a little bit.
I'm forever going to stay as a boxing fan side on a boxing fan side. You know, I'm not like a lot of y'all. I think is trying to get hired from with
God.
PBC and you know what I mean, all that shit. Yeah, maybe I got personal agendas to be on payroll with these niggas. I think that's what it is. A lot of people can't really just, you know what I mean, because y'all might be afraid that Al Heyman low key is watching this shit and they're like, oh, okay, Jalik got our back. You know, we're gonna give him a little. Give him a motherfucking media pass or some shit or whatever, nigga. Like whatever. Now I'm on the side of the boxing fan. You know what I mean? And shit. If I was in the media, I'll be asking Al Heyman questions like, bro, why you can't let your fighters, you know what I'm saying, fight across the street, so the fans can actually get the fights they want to see. Like, and it's not enough media, asking these type of questions, man, putting heat on these guys. It's a lot of mystery shit when it comes to this PPC side.
That's true.
When Ness tried to ask Wilder that question like that, Wilder went off on him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Saying, why do I have to fight Anthony Joshua? I've been trying to fight him for whatever, and he just basically deflected, saying, you know what I mean?
I would have counted that nigga because you are the boogeyman, you're the baddest man on the planet, and you want to be one face, one name, according to you. You know what I mean? Like I would have been on that nigga. Like, bro, this is what you say you want. Then do until somebody take the straps off him. That's the guy you need to beat. Otherwise, stop with all this fucking, one face, one name, baddest, most feared man on the planet. Stop it, stop it. The most biggest businessman on the planet or something. Like, you just change y'all nicknames and shit. Um, Joe says, I've always imagined Al Heyman has a secret YouTube and Twitter account and he troll people. I don't know. Maybe low key he do. Who knows, man? Red Glove says that's a lot of loyalty to some dudes that don't know nor give a fuck about you. Yeah. A lot of guys be loyal to these guys like as if like, they gonna really give two shits when they meet them. Like, okay. Hey man, I put up 22,000 videos defending y'all, man. All right, thank you. Next question. You know.
Yeah. It really be like, and people give Crawford stick for not wanting to do interviews with some of these guys that continuously hate on him on YouTube, and he sees it. So of course he's not going to want to do an interview with you when you were just disrespecting him. And I could 100% I could agree with that, but I still think he should do interviews. But I can agree to not wanting to do interviews with somebody who might obviously just twist your words later.
But you got guys that's opportunists, and they get these particular interviews to benefit off these guys financially and shit like that. Like we've seen one guy, I ain't gonna mention his name on my channel, but we seen how he did with Andre Ward. He got called an opportunist. He's Andre Ward said it to his face. And the motherfucker went right back to his channel and put up some shit. He told me, he said, you're gonna put up a very, very catchy thumbnail title to get people to come there, and you're gonna create some story out of it. And that's what a lot of people do. So they'll get an interview, they'll ask a certain kind of question, and they're gonna take it back to their motherfucking channel and make it twisted any old kind of way that they want, so that the casuals can think like, oh, this person ain't no credible person. I'm the person. And it's like, I don't like the fact that a lot of these media, they want to make it about them. When really, motherfucker, it ain't even about you. Nobody would even give a fuck about you if you wasn't interviewing this guy or that guy. You know what I mean? And they just wanted to just be the guy. Some motherfuckers got ego problems, and so they, a lot of people trying to be celebrities off celebrities. Like, these niggas is the ones that put in the work, that put themselves in a position. And you got a lot of these media people who got agendas to gain fame off putting down people who are known, who already have a big following. You know what I mean? And that shit's played. So I can't even get mad at somebody like a Crawford when niggas like that have super agendas to, ask them racial or bias type of questions, that is only going to, what would you call it? It's only going to side with one side of the street, because we already know a lot of these guys, man, who their loyalty is to. A lot of these guys work with Sam Watson, which is connected to PBC. So if they interviewing somebody who's outside of that, you already know what it's going to be. You already know what it's going to be.
Exactly. And a lot of these guys have secret agendas, like you just said. So they might say, "Oh, I got this source that tells me all this just so you can believe them." Like, I don't want to say any names, but there's a guy who said, he's like really close to Luis Ortiz's camp and says that he's really close to that camp. And then he recently made a video saying that his inside sources, aka Luis Ortiz team, said that Anthony Joshua was the one saying that he wouldn't take the fight on a short notice. And then look how that backfired. So you see what I'm saying? That's why some of these guys, you can't just take what they're saying as
and that's, a lot of people use this too. Like, they might get an interview with somebody and they use that to take advantage and manipulate the media. Whereas, like, you might get one interview with that person, they act like they got this in close source connection with the person where they know everything that's going on exclusively, just because you interviewed a guy one time or two times or whatever the case. And a lot of these guys, man, they'll come out and talk about some shit. They won't leave a link to the source of what they're speaking on. They just speaking off like, oh, I talked to this person and this, that, and the third. It's just like, we supposed to go off this when typically a lot of you guys are biased to this particular side, and we know this. So some of these people, man, you can believe it if you want to. That don't mean that it's an very legitimate source, because a lot of these are just regular people like us, man, that happen to show up to an event, get an interview, even if they have communication with them. Because they're trying to maintain a level of relationship with them so they can get future interviews, they're not going to discredit them. A lot of them not going to even keep it real and just say like, oh, this person dumb. They're gonna say, "Oh man, that other side they over here lowballing," or they're gonna defend the guys. You know what I mean? So, hey, I stay detached from all of that shit,
Hey,
man.
Black, I
Yeah.
agree with you on that, but I got some breaking news. I just got my email back, and I do got press credential pass for the Herd versus Williams fight. So I will be in the building with my press pass PBC. It's like,
Yeah, of course you
I'm
do.
You for real, or you?
just, no, I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
joking.
I'm about to say,
I'm
oh,
just
okay. Who'd
laughing
you
because my.
connect? Say, who'd you
I'm
connect?
just joking.
No doubt. But you are gonna be there, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
You said for the herd
Her J Rock fight. I'm gonna be
J-Rock.
there. I don't see me. I can't. The way I ain't interviewing no boxers though.
Hey, hey,
I
Jaleel,
mean,
I don't mean to cut you off, but hey, Black, thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah.
I had to come on here and body Jalik and
man, you crazy, man.
Corey ran
You
away.
crazy, man.
So maybe I'll get Corey next time when he jumps on. I'll have to body him again.
You crazy,
Um,
man.
yeah,
They're gonna be back tomorrow, man. So if you got time, get jump on, man. Give them some more smoke.
I'm just joking, man. Shout out to Jalik and Corey, man. You know, it's never, you know,
Right.
it's all in fun. You know what I'm
It's all
saying?
in fun, man.
Yes, indeed.
Um,
This is
but
the
yeah,
channel
man,
for the whole UGC, man. So I appreciate y'all. Oh, Angel came in late in the chat. What's up, Angel? But yeah, I appreciate you coming on, Bias. No
no
doubt.
doubt.
All right, peace. But yeah, man. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up anyway, man. It was a good live, you know.
Yeah.
People we disagreed on quite a few things, but the main topic, of course, that we wanted to get to is how much is enough to unify? Once
Mm-hmm.
again, we're talking about from a boxing perspective, you want to see the best fight the best. Um, for a while, a lot of these media platforms were pushing for unifications and undisputed. Now you don't really hear too much of that. It's all about business talk now. Some of these guys is encouraging their favorite fighters to starve out other fighters, even if they got a strap, and it's a way that they can elevate their status. Unification. So it's like I just seen a lot of switching up. I stay consistent. I stay consistent on this shit. People can disagree with it. That's cool. I don't have no bias to a PBC, to a top rank, to a zone, none of that shit. But I pay attention to more than I pay attention to a goddamn promoter, I pay more attention to the fighter, and their energy, how they approaching the shit. If I see a guy that's acting like they want to be the best, of course, I'm gonna be like, you know what? That's cool. I like to see that. And then when the opportunity arises for them to prove that they're the best, I pay attention to them. Like when guys try to decline and they get asked certain questions, then you say, "Oh, talk to my manager." It's like, okay, you really are an outspoken person, but now all of a sudden you want to go into the hiding. Now all of a sudden you want somebody to talk for you. Now all of a sudden, you know what I mean? The business ain't right. You know what I mean? And it's just too many people just trying to be so much like a Floyd Mayweather when these dudes ain't even trying to be a pretty boy Floyd. They not even done half the work Floyd did. Guys want to get a lion's share of some revenue that they really probably don't even deserve because they ain't hardly did shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really did shit. So at the end of the day, man, like, that was a good ass point. I believe it was Unbiased who brought the point that, like, it was a point when Floyd was fighting guys and they was getting a fraction of what he was getting, a fraction of that shit. But these guys were still getting more money than they ever got and an opportunity to face the best guy in their weight class and a pound for pound guy. It's like now these guys don't care about facing a top pound for pound guy. They don't care about facing another champion in their division, becoming, undisputed. None of that shit. They don't care about legacy. It's just all about a check. It's all about an O, maintaining that O, and it's all about that fame. And these niggas it's a lot of fighters that care more about that fame, staying undefeated, and a consistent check, even if it's a small check compared to what they're getting offered in that one fight to unify and undisputed. Like, and that's crazy. That's crazy. So I'm just like, man, been cutting a lot of cords as far as what fighters that I like and that I support because they proven to me that, like, you know what, man, you're not great like that. You're not an elite fighter. You're not somebody who cares about legacy. You caring about, you don't want to lose no more. You worried about losing, you worried about your fame. You too loyal to this side of the street to where you can't actually make a decision for yourself that is going to benefit you, your family, and elevate you to a whole nother level. Why would you want to stay in the shadow, Ortiz? Why would you want to stay in the shadow of a motherfucking Wilder, a nigga who already beat you? Whereas, nigga, this is your opportunity to go beyond Wilder right here. if you beat AJ, you surpass Wilder. You do. Guess what? Because you got multiple straps, and guess what? He got to fucking negotiate with you. So maybe people don't agree with that. Maybe they don't agree with that. And I was a Luis Ortiz fan. I still like him as a fighter, but I don't like the energy. I don't like this change up shit. I don't like this change up shit. And I understand that people got agendas to protect the PBC. I don't. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm a boxing fan. I'm not here to protect no side of these streets, nigga. I'm a fucking boxing fan, real diehard boxing fan, and I want to see the best fights. So when opportunities come and these guys don't step up, I got to give them that smoke. I got to give it to them. You know what I mean? Because it's a direct pattern. You know, so it's too many guys trying to sound like businessmen, making excuses about all this mystery back end money and all of this weird stuff, and try to bring up the beef between Al Heyman and Bob Arum, and when it's really supposed to be about what's best for the fans. You know, so if the fighter is not in the position to do that, to entertain at the highest level, then that's their fault. They made the wrong decision. So let me see. Read a few more comments and we're gonna shut it down. Red Glove Militant says, "That's what's up, Black. Pay attention to a fighter's character." Yeah, man, that's what I pay attention to. Charles D says they don't care about legacy. Nope, I ain't seen it. You know, and that's why I say, that's why I keep saying now the PBC didn't turn into the money team. That's it. It's just the money team, you know, and it's only a few fighters that I could put on a legacy team. I fucks with the legacy team. I think a lot of these guys is getting their money and all of that shit, and that's cool. But when you make it all about the money and you just make it all about trying to protect your record and make it all about being a celebrity, you could look back in the old school, man. These guys had multiple losses, but these motherfuckers didn't care about no damn loss. They like shit, nigga, run that back, run that fade right back. You know what I mean? I bet you I beat his ass in the rematch. You know, they was fighting the best, and if they didn't conquer one mountain, they went to another. I'm like, okay, I'll beat that nigga though. You know what I mean? Shit, Joe Frazier uh beat Ali, but he got in there with George Foreman and got his ass beat. George Foreman beat Kenny Norton, uh Joe Frazier, but Ali beat his ass. See, so it's it don't matter. You might not conquer one mountain, but it's more opportunities out there for you. And these guys is turning to opportunities. So you're gonna try to go up, you know, try to conquer the mountain that you already didn't conquer. And then there's another one right there, guy, that the one that you've been chasing, that you've been had an opportunity to go after, you know, that you've been want to go after. And then when it's right there and the door is open, you're like, you know what? The business ain't right. You know, this is a low ball offer. Second guess, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna stay where it's comfortable. I'm gonna stay on this comfortable street over here. So niggas be talking about that same side of the street shit and it be peaceful as fuck. Ain't nothing going on that street. Shout out to Real West. What's up, bro? Salmon Shaw says legacy ain't guaranteed. You could die in the ring or never walk again off of one fight. It's time to get the most money you can. Oh wow, Samuel on the money team. Samuel's on the money team. So Samuel don't agree. He says legacy ain't important no more because you can die in the ring. Wow. But
Hey, but
but hold on. One of your favorite guys is Mikey. He went for legacy. You wasn't talking that shit then though. So Mikey jumped in there with Arrow. Mikey was trying to do something that could change his legacy. He could have died in that ring. See, guys try to make these kind of excuses when it's convenient for them. For certain. Go ahead, Julie.
no, I said I appreciate you for having me on. We disagree, you know what I'm saying? But one thing that we all agree on is that you got to be on that Vada or nada. If you're
Yep.
not on Vada, you off the pound for pound list. I don't care how good you are or whatever. And yeah, we will see Wilder and AJ in the fall, and Wilder gonna stop him.
No doubt. So man, you know, I'm looking forward to these prospects, man, coming up, bro. Hopefully they got a different mentality than these dudes now. I can't wait for these weak ass champions to get out of here. These niggas ain't doing nothing, bro. You know, a lot of them they ain't trying to unify. They're not trying to. They don't care about legacy no more. Niggas wanted to start talking about, oh, niggas can die if they take a legacy fight. They're gonna die. Yeah, okay. It's dangerous. If you fight a fucking prospect, it's dangerous. So I mean, damn, it's already a risk getting in that ring with anybody. So If I'm gonna fucking take that risk, I'd rather die in a legacy defining fight than a guy who's fucking a bum. Red Glove Milton says apparently it's Wilder and Ortiz in the fall. See, niggas don't want to talk about that. Once again, Jalik gonna have to answer to that one. He's gonna have
Yeah,
to
I'm not.
answer to that
Yeah,
one.
I'm gonna definitely answer to
So
that. We'll see.
we, we are the carpet is already being laid out for Wilder. He is going to duck Joshua. He is not going to fight Joshua this year, bro. He don't have no interest in that. Black is not going to. This is UGC channel, so hey, I mean, I fucks with my niggas, you know, and that's what's so the beautiful thing about this channel. We ain't going to agree on everything, and I like to hear what they got to say. We debate it out and all of that stuff, and it's going to be all cool at the end. But at the end of the day, I'm not defending Wilder. Black ain't defending him. You know what I mean? If you ain't trying to become undisputed and you just trying to milk your little WBC belt, you know, against you know, Ortiz in the rematch, and I understand you frustrated you couldn't get the Tyson Fury fight, but look, bruh, move on to the next best option, and that's AJ. And if AJ is available, bruh, you need to figure it out. You need to figure it out. When are we gonna start putting the pressure back on these champions to entertain us at the highest level? You know, but I know what it is. A lot of y'all is so infatuated with how they wear a lot of jewels, how they show up with a dime piece at the fights, and they got the mask on and shit, and all this whole extra WWF shit, WWE shit. Y'all's hypnotized by all the glamour, okay? But when it's all said and done, you take away the money, you take away the ice, you take away the women, you take away the celebrity status. Is this motherfucker entertaining you? And are they fighting the best fights in their division? Are they doing that? Nah, because you niggas is blinded by the bling and all that extra shit. Stay focused. Stay focused. Let's see. Jalik says Vada or nada. Yep. Got to enroll in that Vada Clean Boxing program. Got to do that. Samuel Shaw says the money won't come if you get stretched permanently. So I guess Samuel's like, you know, these guys gonna die, so they can't take legacy fights because they're gonna get murked. Damn, boy. All right, man. That's your opinion. These guys should duck because if they get it, I guess Wilder should duck AJ because if he get in there with AJ, he can possibly get murked and all his money is gone. When this is supposed to be the biggest puncher in the heavyweight history, but we scared for Wilder's life now, or we scared for Ortiz's life now, or we scared for Spence's life now. What the hell, man? This shit is switched all the way up, fam. Charles D says, as Samuel, I know, but you're taking a risk getting in the ring. Absolutely. You taking a risk getting in the ring anyway. You make one little mistake, any shot you don't see can put you out. So it's already a risk. They got to sign that contract every time they fight any opponent. So yeah, I'm done with this topic, man. Y'all let us know, man. The ones catching the playback, you feel me? Y'all let us know what y'all feel about this, man. For real. Because you know, the ones that's gonna catch the playback, y'all might have a difference of opinion. You might agree with me, you might not. It's all good. You won't get blocked. You know, just break down what you're saying with some logic. How much is enough to unify, man? Do you agree with Ortiz turning down the money with AJ? You know, opportunity at 3 straps. You know, if he got 2 million, that's 4 times the amount that he got against Wilder. You know what I mean? Red Glove says they know what they signed up for. Absolutely. They knew this in the amateurs before they got to the pros. No headgear is dangerous. So I'm not going with all the you know, coward excuses. These guys shouldn't go for a legacy. They're gonna die if they get hit too hard. Look, man. No Name Rose says there's no price on legacy. Yeah. So hopefully these prospects have legacy on their mind. And when they get to the top, hopefully they don't switch up. Hopefully they still have the mentality to be the best. You know, if they have the mentality and the physical ability to go up in weight and challenge the best there, do so. I'm not saying
Hey,
somebody.
Rock.
Well, what's up?
For students of the game Sunday, I'm gonna see if I can get my boy Boo Boo. I'm gonna see if I can get my boy Boo Boo on the line. I'm gonna see if I can get it. We can get an interview with Boo Boo Andre. the boogeyman. I'm gonna see if we can get an interview with him because his career has been up and down with different things. So we're gonna see if we can get an interview with Boo Boo.
All right. Um. So yeah, man. Summit Shaw says your family is your legacy. Charles D says they've been doing this for years before going pro. That's really all we got, man. Shout out to UGC, Box and Click. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Everybody, man, my family, the ones that got them wrenches. And everybody, man, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that bell. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next live stream. So
Peace.
most definitely, man. Y'all have a good one. We out.